hear you now.
I will continue to be very
I'll be able to
confused.
see the board in 2 seconds. There's the board, and there's
Fine,
Chris's
I'm
head.
just double checking that that's actually the middle of the table.
I suppose.
You know,
Weird.
in case either of us need to know where the center of the table is.
Deadbeam says, woo!
Hi everybody, I still don't know what I'm playing.
Nope, and only Deadbeam's here, so.
I don't know how many command points I start with, so don't ask me that.
Ooh, ask. I think I'll tell you. It'll confuse you.
How many command points does Chris start with?
5.
What's he playing? Necrons?
So you just like make up a list and be like, I don't know what any of your warlord traits and relics are.
No,
you
I
don't get
made
any.
a good list, and you have multiple warlord traits and relics.
Okay, if he has
With 5
multiple
CP.
warlords
Don't look at it yet.
and relics, there's only a few things you could still have and still have 5 CP.
Shall I go get Chris's list?
Like I say, I have 2 thoughts, and I don't know which one is
Wait,
right at this
which?
point.
What do you think they are?
If there's multiple warlord traits and relics, but I start with 5 CP, it is either Ultramarines or Dark Angels. Is where my brain goes. Because,
Well, what do you think I brought?
I mean, now seeing your case, I'm like...
Alright, what should
I
we
lean
reveal
towards you brought
first, Chad?
Custodes.
Should we reveal
Which
what
is
Cosmic's
total-
playing first or what Chris is playing first? And Debbie, you are the chat, so it's up to you.
Because my original thought was, they're going to make me play Silver Tide v Silver Tide, and it's just going to be a Necron fight to the death of who can shoot
Hey,
you
Ross.
enough to actually kill a unit.
Well, to be
Nobody
fair,
knows the armies yet. Cosmic knows what he's playing, Chris knows nothing.
Holly was informed
Alright,
of what
they
I'm
want
playing.
to know what you're playing first.
So, for full disclosure, Holly knew what I was playing,
Yes.
and she was instructed to build a list that would be entertaining to fight against.
Okay.
Alright, they want to know what you're playing first. So, Cosmic is playing
My Shadow Keepers are Custodes, of course.
Custodes!
Oh god, Shadowkeepers.
Alright,
But no Trajan.
Yay! Okay.
Allison, will you please move so I can get things out of the case? And that was the key information.
Yeah, that was information.
Now Chris has vital information.
What's he playing? Is he playing as Dark Angels?
We will start with a contemptor,
Ooh.
Dreadnought, which is part of Chris's list. Does that
Which
narrow it
is
down
kinda-
yet?
No, because you could totally put that in either of my armies and you
I
told
will
me
now
so.
grab a Raven Wing Apothecary
Okay, now we
Okay,
know.
so we're playing okay.
and a Jump Pack Chaplain Terminator.
It'd be a shame if somebody were to drop terrain
and then
on that.
I'm gonna grab
No, don't do like my custom.
Azrael. In case
Okay.
you didn't know what you were playing.
So we can
Azrael
agree
is going
that
to tell
wings
you.
are not a point of visibility on that thing, right?
Every single judge has told me that I can be shot from at them, but I can't shoot from them. So you are welcome to shoot at them because that is what literally every single judge has told me.
That's impressive.
Do I get to use the new rules for him? I don't know that they're any better or worse or anything.
What new rules?
And here's the rest of your list. You have two squads of two squads of 5 infiltrators, 2 squads of 10 Deathwing Knights, 2 sets of 2 Deathwing champions, a Deathwing Ancient, and this is where is he? This is Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel.
Ezekiel the librarian?
Yeah.
Do I just grab my Dark Angels librarian and run?
No, that's Ezekiel.
Okay, that's Ezekiel.
So would you
And-
like to know what's in my list?
Yes? No?
Here we go.
Yes?
So my list contains a
What?
squad of...
How do I play Dark Angels? I don't remember.
so we have a squad of 3 jet bikes with missiles.
Okay.
A squad of 4 jet bikes with missiles. A Galatus Dreadnought.
All dreadnoughts.
2 individual Custodian guard Terminators.
Okay.
Because we got OPSEC back with them.
Uh-huh.
4 Custodes with shields. 5 Custodes with shields. 5 Custodes with shields. A Captain on Dog Eater's jet bike. With Lock Warden, Cecil's Hunter,
All these guys.
and Warlord trait. Hold on, he's missing something.
Here's your blue tech. Fix your boys.
There is something wrong.
And please make sure that list is actually accurate, because
So
This
this
was
has
me pulling
this has
through
the
these.
old rules for Asriel, but we'll deal with that.
When did they update him?
I didn't know they had.
I'm not 100% sure his new rules are out yet.
Everybody's
the thing.
hyped
I'm
in the
not
Dark
sure if they
Angels.
release on whenever his Arts of Omen book comes out, because like.
Oh, his Arts of Omen book isn't out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's this weekend.
We
It
don't
comes
know
out.
the
He gets
one.
his pregnant.
Thank you for the sub, Faust.
Oh, and
Thank you.
Let's go, Dark Angels.
so the characters you'll want to know a little bit about what they do.
Start thinking about your secondaries too.
So the captain in Terminator armor has Praetorian plate, my favorite relic of all. The teleporting one.
Oh, the I can just teleport across the.
Oh, he can also. He has the ability to leave base contact when making heroic interventions and pile-ins.
So he can leave base contact, unlike
Everyone else in the game.
everyone else. Okay.
You're -1 to hit him at all times, and he's 5 up, feel no pain.
Okay.
Oh, and he has 6 toughness.
What relics did I give you? Because I don't remember what they're called.
And the Dawn Eagle jet bike has Lock Warden, which is the. And then there's one other surprise we'll toss in here for you in a second. Oh yeah, if my Dawn Eagle jet bike fights a character, you don't get inbound saves.
Great. That's just great.
Faust wants to know what relic I gave you. I don't remember.
You only give me one.
I think I gave you 2. No, the.
How
Master
many
Librarian
characters is he
total.
running?
Ezekiel, Azrael, the Master Apothecary, the
Hey, Holly.
Deathwing Knight Ancient thing.
Here, Holly. You should get a giggle in before Chris knows about what's in the list.
What is that? Alright. I like this. Excited to see the game. Yeah, Tactics was the one who I bounced things off of last night. And he said this is called the Turtle D Turtles match, not knowing what kind of Custodes you were playing. Because I never looked at your list, I just...
Oh, you'd be amazed what 5 shield-toting Custodes can do, or not allow you to do.
Do you like your list? Is your list weird? Did I do something wrong?
It's fine. I'm just,
He doesn't know what to do with it.
He doesn't know how to play
there's,
it.
there's a land speeder in here.
Oh,
Oh.
I forgot the land speeder. That's right. It's in the box
Oh.
over there.
Tornado.
It's the only one that would fit. I had 70 extra points. So you got that one.
Do I even own any old school land speeders?
Oh, is that the land speeder? Is not the one that you just
No.
made?
I made a one of the new hammer strikes.
We'll run this as a land speeder.
That's fine.
Okay.
Oh, you saw Noelle? Good. Then I moved. Yeah, run this as a land speeder because I thought it was the same. Sorry.
Oh, and
Alright, so what do we actually have equipped on the
I knew I was reading something.
Alright.
so what's the character count then? We decided 5.
4 or 5. I think 5.
So assassination sounded really
Five?
good.
Yeah, because he's got the 3 HQs plus the ancient,
Plus the ancient
and,
the apothecary.
the apothecary.
Yeah, that's 5. Excellent. That's what my Vindicare assassin likes to hear.
There is a lot
yay.
of
There's
chaos
a
rooting.
Vindicare assassin.
Is that a twerking Snorlax? Faust?
Oh no.
I think that's a twerking Snorlax emote.
Wait, did he get that from Corey and Ashley?
I don't know.
There's just a two-person
is.
command squad with Thunderhammer and
Yeah,
Storm
you got 2 of
Shielding.
them. Everybody's got Thunderhammer and Storm Shields. All of them.
Okay, so regardless of what they've
All
got
of
on
them.
them, every
They're all-
Terminator here has
yes.
Thunderhammers and Storm Shields.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I think I might have been missing some of these. I think that was the problem.
Alright.
So apparently I have a million Thunderhammer and Storm Shields.
While you're doing that, I'm going to pull up Tabletop Battles
Where'd the ancient go?
and plug in a new game.
Or into no.
Oh, he's out of the box already. Okay.
Let's see, what do we name the game? Chris Gets Got.
Yup. Alright. Because, you know,
With
I
arms.
love
He's
having
really
Shadow
tagged on.
Keeper facing Shadow Keepers with this.
Do you know what they do?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the -1 to my number of attacks.
Oh, also I reroll all wounds against characters.
Yeah, no, I'm aware. Alright.
It's okay. It's not as delusional as people originally thought. Originally, people were like, that means every Shadow Keeper touching you gives you -1 attack. No.
Hey, were these all infiltrators? Did I do it right? You're supposed to have two 5-mans, or did I pull out all infiltrators?
I mean, if there were 3 plus the 7 painted ones, yes.
So I got all infiltrators? That was the one thing I was the most worried about, were those all infiltrators. The
Opponent's name,
Snorlax
Chris?
is from Taco Rob,
Okay.
not from whoever you said.
Chris the Chump is my opponent's name.
Well, Chris, you have to select secondaries first. What would you like?
Hold on just a second here. How many CP do I even have?
Stubborn Defiance.
You would like Stubborn Defiance. That doesn't exist.
I have 1.
Yes, it does. It's the Dark Angel specific one.
No, it doesn't exist.
I would say it does.
Did you put me as secondary as... Yeah, you have to put... This is 30.
I did.
What is your most... Do you have a Supreme Commander unit, Chris?
Oh, let me start this.
Because you don't have a Primarch.
He does not have a
Because your Primarch's still
He's
asleep.
not a...
His Primarch hasn't come out yet.
What is his most expensive unit?
Deathwing Knights. The 10-man of Deathwing Knight Terminators.
10-man?
There's 2 10-man groups.
Of Deathwing Knights?
Yeah. There's 2 of them.
I don't think they're Deathwing Knights that you gave me. No, you just gave me...
Oh, sorry. They're just Terminators. Sorry.
You just gave me
10-man
Deathwing Terminators,
Deathwing Terminators. My bad.
Not,
Oh, you're running Deathwing Knights as Terminators. Deadwing's stealing the Snorlax.
How many wounds are Terminators for you?
3.
So that's how many Terminators? 20?
Yeah. No, 25. Because
all
he has the
3
Ancient
wounds?
and 2 sets of 2.
So that's 75.
Oh, you at least gave me 1 Cyclone Missile Launcher.
Yeah.
Two.
Per set.
Two
per
sets of
set.
Cyclone Missile
Each
Launcher.
set has 2 Cyclone Missile Launchers. It's the most amount you could have.
Okay, we're going to try those, I think.
Yes, they're 3 wounds apiece. And,
Oops.
so they are 3 points per unit of them that you managed to deal.
So what are you taking, Chris?
When she figures out how...
Stubborn Defiance, you said?
I went back. Give me a second. I had to reload battle
Things.
The scorecard. Alright.
Tide of Conviction. Yeah, it still doesn't exist. What's it under?
It is under Battlefield Supremacy.
Battlefields of
Are you under the correct...
Alright, you get
No,
shock
you
tactics.
are under the correct one.
You get shock tactics.
Don't worry,
Instead.
we'll make sure it's correct.
It just isn't on this list for whatever reason. It's fine.
I thought I could take both shock tactics and...
Nope, they're both Battlefield Supremacy. Shock Tactics is a Space Marine one.
I'm glad you came to me with this list, Holly. Do not shock tactics. I've done nothing. No, we're not going to shock you tactics.
You can take Codex Warfare along with it. And Oath of Moment is No Mercy, No Respite.
Yep. I don't know if he wants to contest the center, though.
I
That's the wrong oath. Sorry. My brain always thinks Imperial Knight
Yeah,
oaths.
probably Oaths of Moment.
Okay. One more.
And...
I have a total of 3 characters.
Yeah, but tons of bringing down points.
Oh no.
I really don't want to do
under on
that
it?
because that's going to make you hit
No.
that real hard.
Bring it down only applies to vehicles.
Dreadnoughts aren't vehicles?
I have 1 Dreadnought.
Oh, I thought you said you had more than one. Sorry.
How many
I
characters
own-
do you have?
3. 2 Captains and a Vindicare Assassin.
I'm going to take Warp Ray.
Alright.
As much as I don't really
Is that
want to
what
do that with
Ezekiel's
an
gonna do?
incredibly expensive
That's what
Psyker.
Ezekiel's gonna do.
Apparently,
Ezekiel is gonna
Ezekiel
do
might
Warp
just sit in
Ritual.
the middle and do Warp Ray.
What a terrible use
Okay,
of Ezekiel.
just out of curiosity, do you know what a Vindicare does?
Is that the anti-Psyker one, or is that the...
No, it's the sniper.
Yeah, it's the
I
sniper.
ignore
No.
Lookout Sir in every instance.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Like, that's
And I deal
fine.
a d6 damage, and if you
I am
don't
going to
die...
be sure that
I
he
am
is
flipping-
not visible.
Oh, I wouldn't count on that. Okay, so we're using terrain placement rules?
Yep.
Okay.
So we've decided on Warp Rich, Oath of Moments, and not Shock Tactics?
Yes.
Okay. And what would you like, Cosmic?
Cosmic is going to have...
Auric Morchalis.
I thought about it, but not with 10-man...
Yeah.
10-man night squads. I'm not going to be that dumb. Stand Vigil,
Yep.
Assassination,
Yep.
and Might of Terra.
All right.
Isn't Might of Terror the one where you have to kill a unit of...
No. It's
That's
the one where
Orc Mortalis.
you have to kill one of my units. No. Stand Vigil. Okay, so one of them requires me to hold objectives not in the deployment zone. Let me look at the wording on it real quick. Because of course, why would it be easy to remember? Okay, we're not using. I don't want to join the Wi-Fi.
I mean, we'll give you the Wi-Fi if you want it.
I don't need Wi-Fi.
Okay. All right. What do you start with? Was it right? Was it 5?
Oh, Might of Terror is if I destroy an enemy unit this round,
Yes.
and no Custodes units are removed from the game, I score 4 victory points per round.
How many CP do you start with?
1,
1.
because I couldn't spend any more.
I mean, Ezreal refunds a lot of them, so I spent like 3.
Refunds 2.
Well, I spent
Stand
3.
Vigil. I have to control more objectives in the middle than you do. That might actually not be the right one. No, I need to do Sprays Banners.
So taking out which one?
Stand Vigil comes out for Raise Banners.
Okay.
Because
Might of Terror and Banners and
Defender
Assassination.
and winner of the role has to deploy terrain first or second.
You get to choose.
So they get to choose whether attack or defender. Defender deploys terrain and army first.
Okay. So if you put
Normally,
the first
you also
piece
get to
of
pick what side of the table, but that's already been determined.
but it doesn't matter for that. Like
That
because
means
the player
you
plays
are
terrain,
investigating on stream for a bit,
table side
but
doesn't
still
matter.
Stuck at home trying to find
All
out
right.
do the backlog.
shall we find out who's deploying first, Chris?
Yeah, I'm trying to actually organize this so that I can figure out what the hell's going on.
Sorry.
You mean?
I know I picked a lot of unpainted
We
models.
really debated doing Grots versus the Warhound.
Yeah, we did. We really
Remarkably,
did.
my money would actually be on the Grots on that.
Like the sheer amount of attacks means you have to eventually roll 6s.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the
And
reason why
mathematically, using statistical averages, the Grots do win if they take the first turn.
A wild phantom for
Alright.
those wanting Pokemons.
You have
Alright.
so many things.
I made him a good
Interrogator
list.
chaplain. Alright. Infiltrator squad, infiltrator squad.
Yeah, 2 5-man infiltrator squads. I would have given you more Terminators, but you didn't have them. I gave you every Terminator I could.
Contemptor dreadnought.
With Volkites?
Definitely.
No.
Does he have anything that does mortal wounds?
I don't know if I
Just
actually
his
picked
Psyker,
weapons
right?
on the Contemptor. I might have missed that.
You also gave him just like the base loadout weapon, so you just.
Yeah, I forgot to give him weapons. They cost
it's
extra.
because you put him under the Contemptor dreadnought, not the relic Contemptor dreadnought. So
It
he's got a
costs more,
close.
you can't have it.
You got the dreadnought close combat weapon and multi melta because that's the default.
Oh yeah, I picked the multi melta over the bolt pistol or something. I don't know.
I mean, that is a good choice.
But yeah, no, I didn't have a whole lot of points to play with at the
Alright,
very end.
Deathwing Ancient.
Holly, did you give him any heavy weapons?
Deathwing Ancient.
I gave him Cyclone missile launchers.
Deathwing Commands.
Are those heavy? Do Volkite cost extra?
Not
I
really,
don't
but they
know.
cost more than on the relic. The relic costs more than the regular.
Well, I can't give him the Relic Contemptor unless it only costs 5 points more. Or he has to take out the land speeder.
I'm just gonna run this list the way that you handed it.
I
to me
forgot.
for
I
better or
forgot
worse.
to adjust the dreadnought, so that's my fault. It's the only thing I forgot to adjust.
I mean, I feel like we can blame Chris for everything.
Sure, it's his list.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, that's how this day tonight's gonna go. All right.
Tactics says he doesn't deserve Volkite, and then in parentheses,
Alright.
I love you, Chris. I promise. Lol.
Do you want to know what happened to the last person that played Dark Angels against me?
I'm sure they got smushed.
Well, Thursday night at the end of turn 2, he conceded.
Wait, you guys put that long to only get 2 rounds in?
He was new.
Well, that's.
I was unaware of the fact that he was new, and I had.
Did you guys roll for deployment zone yet?
Not yet, because I'm trying to make sure. There's an entire set of 5 Terminators that's not here.
No.
So maybe she gave you too many.
You should have 2 sets of 2 and then the ancient.
Yeah, 2 sets of 2, the ancient,
And 2
then
sets of 10.
which means that there's 5 Terminators still there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you have too many Terminators or not enough?
No, I own more Terminators than she thought I did, by 5.
Oh, okay.
Really? I gave you too many? Okay.
No, you didn't give me enough is what we're saying.
Also, your stairs are exactly why D&D is at my house.
Yes. That is in fact part of why we never offered to play it here, was I was like, you know, they could make it here, but everybody would come up, the first half an hour would everybody be around the table recovering.
Is this tri-wing? Are you tri-wing? I don't know what that means.
Tri-wing means Ravenwing, Deathwing, and normal.
Mostly Deathwing. 1 Ravenwing. I guess, yeah.
Actually,
Technically, yes.
you can't really do that anymore.
Well, he's got the Ravenwing Apothecary. Most of all the Terminators are Deathwing. And then the Infiltrators are technically Greenwing. Right?
So technically...
So technically Tri-Wing?
All right, we rolling it?
If
Yep.
Chris ever decides to roll.
Alright, now I've got my army
On the
set.
count.
5.
1. Who's putting terrain first?
I am. Because I have Warp Writ, and I have to put a big chunky piece of terrain 6 inches away from the center.
Are you
so
using FLG rules for terrain placement? Oh no, that doesn't matter on this one, because it's this way still. It's long table.
What's
edges,
the
it's not
separation
diagonal.
we're doing? 4 or 3 inches? 4 inches, right?
It's
So-
4 from everything except the ruins, and the L's have to be 6 from each
inches
other.
from ruins and L's. They've made the...
That's
they've made
FLG's
it
one.
wide.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
So they've made it increasingly more difficult to place things.
Yes,
Yes.
Excellent.
it's great. Ball.
And you... Yes. 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 Okay, so what counts as a ruin? The 2 ruins and the L's?
The 2 ruins and the L's. The 2
So,
ruins
just to
and
be clear, this cannot go right here, but if it was the forest, it could.
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, it almost can. You're really close, but yeah.
Is that legal?
I think
Is it
so.
too far forward?
No, the center line is forward.
No, you're good.
Okay, that looks good.
Let's see if I remember how to play Dark Angels. This will be a trip.
Yeah, you can play 2-inch Ultramarines.
Actually, wait 1 second before I do that. Let me make sure that's the right play. No, it needs to do this. My bad. So I forgot about something. Okay.
We need a new Devastator squad. We don't own any Devastator squads anymore. If we had those, I would have done Iron Hands with the drop pod.
Drop
'Cause
pod!
we have 4 drop pods, I think, left.
I used to play Dark Angel drop pod list with 7 drop pods. It was so much fun.
We had, I think, 5 and sold 1.
Fairly certain I still have some
I don't know.
Devastators.
Mine all had working doors.
Yeah, his
Mine
lists are
open up,
currently-
but they're just garbage. And I also never put anything inside them, or like any of the like shoulder harness stuff
I put
inside
the
them.
innards inside and dry brushed it all.
I'm gonna change.
I used them originally to drop dreadnoughts.
Hey,
So
Jack.
I was like, this is stupid to have a bunch of stuff that the dreadnought.
So
would
you're
obviously
saying
not
this
be
has
able-
to be 6 inches like this, right?
Yeah.
Edit. Where do I edit stream to change the title?
Under edit title.
There it is.
Okay, I'll do that.
Chris Knows Nothing edition. Dark Angels. The
Okay.
Custodes. Add that into the
And we
title
got
now.
5 pieces each.
I think so.
You said these are the same
Two,
sets
three,
Mayhem
four.
uses, right?
Really
Pretty much.
close. They use a slightly smaller crate.
Yeah.
But like, I know these are the ones from Green Dragon and what is it, Basil?
Yep.
And I know that they're bringing some of their sets to Mayhem. But I also heard that Mayhem has some of the
I'll
what's
give you
their group? Away
$5.05 for one. Hello?
The away games
For what, a
group
Devastator
from-
squad? I'm confused.
from Virginia, but their
Big
terrain is
crochet.
all U.S. Open terrain. So I'm really
Awesome.
curious how
Big
that's
crochet.
gonna work.
It's a blanket for my singles.
I don't know what you're offering to get $5.05 for one, Tactics. I'm confused.
If it's my body, it's not for sale that cheap.
Oh, a drop pod. $5.05 for a drop pod. Got it.
That wasn't my business.
I only painted all but one side on those. I was lazy.
Can these fit there?
Looks like it.
Probably. 'Cause these have to be 4 inches away, so we have enough space.
Drop pod, drop pod.
I gotta figure this out real quick.
I literally don't know if my forest can fit in that corner that I intended it to.
Welcome to exactly what Cosmic's doing.
Because it doesn't matter what you place, I'm placing that
I
there.
might have to flip that. It's not. It shouldn't change anything, but in order to make this actually.
Hey,
fit.
that's what you offered to sell one to Gavin for, so during Cherokee. Did you offer to sell Gavin a drop pod for $5.05 at Cherokee?
I thought it
Was he
more than-
high or drunk at the time?
I thought it was more than that, but.
My darling, when you have a minute, I need a chair. And it's there, the table's here, and you're there. So if you can shimmy one over, that would be wonderful.
Thank you, Bobby.
Or I can just stand in the chair.
I mean, sure.
Alright. 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches. I had to flip that side.
Who went first? Opponents.
Yep.
Where's defender?
Chris, you have to.
Right, I have to declare reserves and transport.
I did not build this list with any transport.
Inceptors are in space.
The Inceptors are in space? Oh, right.
Yeah, the
Yes.
5-man Inceptor squad is in space.
That's what I expected.
Oh, that's what I should have taken.
What do you want
Oh,
to change?
No, that's fine.
Behind enemy lines?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the 2 command squads are
That
in
was the
space.
one, by the way, that I had to look up how you typically run it because I wanted it to be ran the way you ran it. Because I put that in the list specifically for you, the Inceptors.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're weird and love them.
I do adore my 200 points of Inceptors.
Hold on. I might have to make one small adjustment here.
Yep.
Exactly, Tactics. Okay, just checking. You weren't moving.
Okay, this actually has to come back a little bit because I need a spot that is at the start of the game here, so I have to make one adjustment. You okay with that, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
I might actually work with this though. Yeah, I might have to leave it as is. Let's see here. No, it's gonna have to do that. I'll deal with it later.
Alright. So yeah, the two main command squads and the 5-man Inceptor squad are all in space.
Use my share.
In space? Sweet, they don't get to show up then.
In space. Well, no, they're teleportariums in space. They still get.
Oh, they're in ships in space.
Yeah.
I was gonna say they can't breathe in space.
Orcs stay up in the clouds.
So 9 inches away from your deployment zone, I don't think I can actually be on top of that objective, which kind of sucks.
No, you cannot.
So I still want to do that stuff. I think the answer is yes.
Oh, they're gonna get slaughtered if I get the first turn.
Oh yeah, 100%.
All right, Chris.
Did you give them Helix gauntlets? Do they have
No,
a
they
chance?
don't have Helix
Okay, yep, no, they're dead.
I realized afterwards I didn't give them Helix gauntlets. I didn't go back and change it. Tactics wants to know, why did you do that, Chris?
Why did I do that?
Yeah.
Because the most vulnerable part of my list right now and my game plan to actually score points to his right now is the Vindicare. So I'm attempting to screen out the Vindicare a little bit as far as to where it can go, so that I can get Ezekiel safely into position to do Warp Writ.
I still think that's a waste of Ezekiel.
You know the Vindicare can't actually forward deploy, right?
That's fine.
Okay.
I don't know if he can deep strike. I don't know if he could
Well,
forward
he can,
deploy.
but he's not. Because then I don't get to shoot something on turn 1.
But regardless, we're going with this. It's not the correct decision. I'm aware.
Tactics says, I see.
The plane.
The plane in Spain falls mainly on the rain. Wait a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry. There is 2 things in Teleportarium, which are the 2 individual Terminators.
I figured. Somehow I knew that they would be.
I need chopstick. My lips are swollen. Squeeze me. There. Did say squeeze.
Okay.
Where's my purple drink?
Purple drink.
Purple drink. Sugar free.
Okay. Yours.
Yeah, I don't have a place to put this. Alright, I'll go there.
You have a coffee table right there. To your left. You know that, right?
Yes.
Hopefully what it is apartment.
We're gonna put these guys, you know.
What makes you think he's in charge of decorating?
Well, I mean,
0.9 inches away
Sure,
from
it's
the
not
walls as per
Those infiltrators as well?
yes.
There's 5 Custodes. More than a match for 5 Marines.
Yeah, generally speaking.
A circuitry? I don't know what that is.
A what?
A tier S electric thing. I'll try to catch it for you, Chris. It's an XURKI tree.
Circuitry. Zuko's personal Pokemon.
I've literally never even heard of that one.
It's the Ultra Beast. Says
Oh, it's
Tactics.
an Ultra Beast? Okay, that makes sense. My intention is to be able to put all my characters in this blob of Terminators, so if I need to adjust them in a minute to get to
Remember, they have to be 2 inches from 2 others, so gotta dog-bone the ends. Because you're not combat swatting them, right?
No.
Do you like this list, Chris?
I don't know yet.
Okay. For the sake of line of sight, can we ignore the spears?
Yeah.
Okay.
I never shoot at people's spears. I think it's stupid and unsportsmanlike.
Also, really, really gamey.
For the same reason people shoot at my wings.
Because otherwise, I'm going to go file them off real quick.
Don't do that.
I mean, you could literally just leave their arms off if you rather not deal with their fiddly bits. Like, that's
No,
fine
because
with
then
me.
they don't look as cool.
That's fine.
I go through the trouble of magnetizing every one of these. I'm going to abuse them. Okay. Here's the 3-man. Over there.
We'll just drop
Hey, look at Asriel.
Asriel right there in the middle of his friends. Soon I'll be able to use that Asriel model and just be like, yes, this is my custom Asriel. I don't have to explain the fact that he's Primaris and or on the wrong base size.
Since he actually went through the Rubicon Primaris.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to put a dread right there.
He's looking at you.
Well, fine. I'm gonna put a dread hiding behind.
You hide the dread, but not the infiltrators.
Correct.
Okay. As long as we know you're doing this correctly.
I got 4 jetpacks behind the bow. The veil thing.
I don't understand your terrain placement either, Chris.
That's the one I don't understand.
Yeah, like straight open line of sight.
I think he's trying to prevent me from looping around the left.
Mm-hmm.
Is the idea.
It's entirely blocking line of sight to that side.
Although I'm not sure why he didn't stop this.
I don't fully
I mean,
understand.
so remember originally this was placed this way, which would have blocked a little bit more of the line of sight.
I'm setting him up
Right.
here, but he's not deployed yet.
Okay.
I'm just saying a couple of things that are yet to come up there.
I also appreciate that this list has as many splotches in the dark as it does when you're not bringing any psychers because you're custodies.
I thought about it, but then I'm like, Chris doesn't really have any psychic armies.
I left the Watcher of the Dark model in the case. Oh well. The Watchers in the Dark are kind of important because it's kind of, the entire mascot of the channel. Because Scrubbly is just a Watcher in the Dark with a paintbrush.
Uh-huh.
We'll put 4 more guys behind there.
I'm going to be painting a lot more Dark Angels now that Games Workshop has all
Officially announced the Lion.
What? Yeah. No, it's still unofficial, but he has
Tactics wants to know if you're complaining again.
officially, unofficially announced the Lion. I'll put down an ancient.
Tactics wants to know if you're complaining again.
No? What would I be complaining about?
Okay, that's the Captain Dick Punch.
We give you big chunky boys.
By the way, I
and
know the normal
complain,
rules for the
complain,
channel. However,
complain.
his name is Captain Dick Punch.
That's fine.
Just saying.
Tactics says we give you big chunky boys and you just complain, complain, complain. How dare you, sir?
I didn't feel like I was complaining.
You are. It's your default mode.
I mean, yes, but I didn't think I was doing it right now.
Alright, chat. Who do you think's gonna get first turn?
I mean, we still have more to deploy.
I know.
Or I
Tactics says, Chris, oh my god, you're salt. Oh god, it's pouring over.
For the low, low price of sending us a pizza, you can pick who gets first turn.
I mean, I can turn on warp search and they can choose a lot of things. I just wasn't gonna do that.
I mean,
without
yes.
asking you.
If somebody wants to DM Holly and arrange for a pizza to arrive, like I will perfectly contentedly let somebody choose to go first.
Tactics says, what? You want to check my codex? Like, lol. I know. I don't know. And
Yes,
Faust-
but just yours.
and
Nobody
Faust-
else is just
Faust
yours.
says, Chris.
Right,
please.
there's a captain. And the only thing remaining that will be deployed are these 2.
They want you to go first because of your horrible placement of infiltrators.
Everybody hates me. Nobody likes me.
And quite the
Just
opposite.
go
That's why they're
eat
giving you
worms.
crap. Because everybody does like you. And Tactics says, I never said the... But also, yes, Chris, go first.
Okay. I've got a straight shot on
Because
one of his
oh
characters.
boy,
back here if I
that
go first.
placement.
See the guy with the wings? I can see his base. in case that becomes relevant later.
Is he ignoring Pulse?
Yes.
Okay.
Invones and Lookout, sir.
I mean,
And he
I knew
deals
the-
mortal
I knew
wounds.
The second one, but
And if he wounds something, and it does not die, you roll a d6, and on a 3+, you take a mortal wound. If it's still not dead, you roll a d6, on a 4+, you take a mortal wound. And you continue to do this.
Oh, yeah. Also, I think it's a bit of a fail on your part, Chris, not putting a Helix Gauntlet on them.
I'm going to sit back while the rest of this gets deployed.
I mean, I only have one other thing to deploy. There are 3 things in space.
In space.
Chris is gonna need a big hug after this level of trolling we're doing.
Don't worry,
Why
I'll
do you
take my
think
shirt
I
off
asked
for him
for?
later.
Why do you think I asked for a pizza?
I don't. I
Wait,
that
which
much
one of you
mozzarella cheese.
whistled at me taking my shirt off?
Me.
Okay. So that's the kind of channel this is going to be now.
It's always this kind of
All right.
channel.
That's my last deployment.
We just try not to cuss on it. We're dirty
Okay.
and lewd. We just
Do
don't
we have
cuss.
a game prediction for who's winning up yet?
All right, chat. Who do you think's gonna win? Prediction time.
Because we at least got to let them do that before they know who goes first.
Tactic says, God, I had a chest tube in me, and I'm high on oxycodone,
Oh,
and even
no,
I
yeah.
could remember to build a list with a Helix Gauntlet.
Ow!
I do have one other thing.
Dead Meme is saying that Chris is gonna win, because Dead Meme is a Chris shell.
Both of these do have lookout sir protection where they're at. Just so you're aware. I think everything else should be shrouded from you, basically. Other than that,
Faust is
Who's
rooting
she
for
back?
Chris to win as well. Chad is voting for Dark Angels over Custodes, as it looks like.
I mean, I would too. We're kind of cheap.
Alright.
They are a bunch of loyalist simps, but you're both loyalists, so I don't know. Tactic says, serious question time. What legion is Custodes?
Shadowkeepers.
Like Emperor's Chosen? It's Shadowkeepers.
Which, for anyone that's not aware, Shadowkeepers is anything in engagement range of a Shadowkeeper's model is -1 to their attacks characteristic. And
To a minimum of 1?
yes,
Yeah.
because
Faust says
they
death
saw
to
that coming.
Custards.
They saw that coming. And any character I am free to reroll all wounds against. Because why not?
Let us know if you're hot or cold, because I will always choose that I'm cold, and Chris will always choose that he's hot.
I mean, Chris is a hottie.
Yeah.
Jiggity-giggity, jiggity-goo.
And I'm a cold-hearted snake.
Uh-huh.
Tactic says, probably Custodes. Chris would be a fun win, but I'm pretty sure Custards
So,
has this because the
what's
trait really hurts.
What's the special thing on this mission? We get points for what?
Controlling one and
You get
on
2
the
for-
opponent side of the board, and then at the end of the game you gain an additional 3 for everyone that you control.
And Chris's list is a lot of melee this time.
So we don't get anything bonus for controlling the ones on our half.
Correct. So I have to figure out.
And
how-
it is a control 2-3, right?
It is control 2-3.
Okay.
Yep.
Which shouldn't be hard for either of us. What has OBSEC of yours?
The
Nothing.
infiltrators.
Just the infiltrators? You don't get it with Deathwing at all?
I don't believe so.
Because you don't have only Deathwing.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Alright, meanwhile, all of my infantry has OBSEC except for my characters. So, actually, OBSEC is the 2 Terminators
Okay,
and
Faust.
the Custodes troops.
Sigh, another list fail. Just a heads up, I returned to work, but I'm listening. Okay, Faust, that's awesome.
I am thinking about going to Mayhem with this list, though. I might actually register for that this week.
Chris has decided from a lot of the playing that Shadowkeepers are really, really strong right now.
They are!
I think
People have been
Shadowkeepers-
sleeping on them. I've been telling
Yeah.
people that since the beginning. I'm like, no. -1 attack is amazing against Nids to start with. Alright, you ready to see who goes first, Chris?
He's not ready for anything.
I'm really curious about
About what?
that.
The Dark
Hey,
Angels thing? What's the question about it? If you get the OBSEC on it?
Yeah, because I don't know the I haven't looked at the rules. for
Okay.
I don't think I do.
Wouldn't it be on the?
Hold on, let me find it here.
Because it's in the Dark Angels FAQ.
If your Arcs of Omen is an Imperious detachment...
We are glad you live, Jotun.
In which case, I definitely shouldn't have placed those guys there because of Star Wars Defiance. But
Well, let's
That's
take
fine.
a look here to make sure. Because
unless you gave one of these guys rights of war, which I didn't see.
What's rights of
you
war?
think it's in the Dark Angels FAQ?
Yeah, for the Arcs of Omen and Dark Angels detachment rules.
Just FYI, this is why I pay for Wi-Fi on these things. Because at tournaments, it's invaluable. Okay.
Yeah, you didn't give me rights of war anywhere.
I
There
don't know
is
what
an
that
errata
is.
to the mission pack, so let me look here.
There is for Arcs of Omen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's because of the real
Tau
space
Sept.
raid, Tau,
Abaddon.
Abaddon. All
Basically,
the
it makes it
commanders.
so that Abaddon can go with any Chaos Space Marines and not break stuff. You
Well,
still
I'm
can't
glad
take
you're out of
any
the
stuff.
hospital, and I'm glad you made it to the UK successfully. I'm sad that it almost killed you,
Wait, who's in the UK?
Jotun. He moved.
Who did?
Jotun.
I don't think I know him. Okay, detachment abilities, 4th bullet point. If every unit in your army, except on the line units, has a Dark Angels keyword, then Dark Angels, Arcs of Omen detachments, and Vanguard detachments that contain only models with Deathwinger in a circle gain the first company ability.
Or Inner Circle.
Right. But since he has infiltrators, it doesn't. How many squads of non-Deathwing do you have?
There's at least 3 units here that don't have Inner Circle. Because
Okay.
the Raven Wing also doesn't have the Land Speeder also doesn't have it.
Yep.
Oops. My bad.
No.
Did you add the infiltrators into the list when you were taking inspiration for it?
Well, not to mention, do you have enough Deathwing to not have done that?
So the list that I originally was looking at that I was taking inspiration from had 3 sets of 10 Deathwing Terminator units,
Yep.
which I didn't have enough to make the 3rd one. Which
Yeah.
I added the Contemptor in and the Land Speeder in, both of which were not in the other list that I
Well,
was
and
looking
the
at.
Contemptor would have
The
lost.
Contemptor can be initiated for like 20
Oh, yeah.
points or something. So you can bring one.
Yeah, but your
reduction.
troops, and your Land Speeder,
But the troops in the Land Speeder break
and the Apothecary.
I think the Infiltrators were in there.
the.
It
No,
was,
the Apothecary has it.
I think the Infiltrators were in there.
Apothecary has Raven.
Those weren't
And Inner
though.
Circle.
The
Like every Dark Angel specific character has Inner Circle just built into them.
they
Right.
weren't in there.
Yeah, they also
Yeah.
the Inceptors
It's
also
alright.
break it. So
So
is it gonna ruin everything if I change the shock tactics from?
It's already listed as Shock Tactics.
Okay, I'm just gonna play it as shock tactics because Stubborn Defiance requires objective secured, and because it breaks that first company thing, the Terminators don't have it, which means I can't do the Stubborn Defiance thing of park 10 Terminators on the objective and
Another
say screw
S
you,
tier.
I get points.
Pokemon.
no, that's fine.
So I'll play it as shock tactics, which is gonna make this game a lot more
Keep saying
interesting.
Shock Tactics and see how long until Tactics starts objecting again.
Okay.
I mean, I'd say F tactics, but like,
Language.
You ready to go?
gotta roll
I'm ever
first.
gonna be.
All right, first turn roll.
I got a 3.
I get a 4.
You have to go first.
Yes, I do.
I do like that there's no choice.
Yes.
All right, you both get a CP, right?
Yep. All right, we're gonna
I'm gonna be fat and sit here.
sit
Two.
an inch away from the wall.
Wait, does anyone have any CP regenning abilities?
Not that I know of. Not very.
Does real quick, does anything in your army do anything out of sequence? Like, can you shoot in a phase other than your shooting phase?
Aspect tactics. Or the,
Well, with that-
the aspect, the actual original aspect skin, the one that's bad.
But none of your characters do stuff like that.
No,
Okay.
no.
All right.
Yeah, that's the main thing I look for usually is, can characters break sequencing?
Hey, at least you went first, so your infiltrators might not just go splat.
And that's why they immediately moved up to line the wall and make him kind of like run around the wall a little bit. Like, it's not going to be the hardest.
What do you mean run around the wall? I'm just going to run through it.
I mean, you're gotta go that way though. Like, it directs you a little bit. That's all we're trying to do. Advance this squad. 8 inches.
8 inches is not as much as you think it is.
That's what she said.
I was hoping Chris would take that one, but he never does.
I mean,
His head was in two places. One going along with that, and the other freaking out about the list that he didn't build and trying to figure out how he's going to play it. He's a little too distracted by the fact that I built him a list that he found out about 30 minutes ago at this point. But
Hey, he agreed to it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't.
Well, I gave him the option earlier to know before stream, so he'd have a second to think about his secondaries.
Azrael.
He chose no.
Right.
But he decided to learn it all on stream. I like it this way. It's fun.
Azrael, get your big freaking seraph wings inside the building.
You built him.
Ezekiel, advance roll.
What is the footprint of the buildings? Is it the top down?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's generally what we go with. Because they're not actually an equal set, because we have 3 like this, and then 1 that's like opposite. The chaplain's got 12 inches of movement, so he's just going to come up here.
And floors are considered 3 inches?
Yep.
Okay. I just like it to be universal.
That guy. Cool, he's got enough movement to get there. Hiding in a building. That way.
Will you hand me the
know-
cheese sticks that we put in there?
The question is, what am I going to do on this flank? And I really don't know. That's the answer to that question.
Figure out how to deal with jet bikes?
I mean, let's see. If we got a 12, I can't make it there. Nothing. You're there. I could technically make it there on 6 to advance. Run, little man! That's not a 6. I just don't know if we're actually going to go anywhere. Advance these.
Are you guys going to Adepticon?
No, I had a ticket and 1 class. Like I had a ticket to the door in 1 class, and was like, it's gonna cost me like $3,000 to go to enter Golden Demon that I am not ready for. Take a class that I'm not excited about, and just kind of hang out there with not any pocket money to spend at the stores that I would love to spend pocket money on. No.
So he canceled.
Yes, I can. All right.
Did you get a refund at least?
Yes. 9 minus 2 is 7.
Yeah, he canceled before the refund period was over.
Hey there, little Marines.
Hmm?
I thought maybe Scarlet could come up.
Oh, she's still asleep right here. She's right here. She's just sleepy.
I understand that the Custodes are super concerned with a -1 to hit, but like we'll take everything we can get.
I'm not shooting anybody. Why should I shoot you? I get points just for standing around. I have to kill 1 unit a turn.
Yeah, it's gonna be that in turn 1.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I think that's my entire turn because I can't actually get Ezekiel into warp range.
You want to do something else with him?
I don't think so. I
Are
don't.
you going to cast any psychic powers?
I think they all require. Where's my? This is in fact what I'm looking for. I think they all require line of sight. All right.
You don't have any
Ezekiel, what
buffs.
have you got? You've got Mind Worm. Select an enemy unit. Oh, it doesn't have to be within 8. It just has to be within 18 inches. Are you within 18 inches of Ezekiel anywhere? That's where Ezekiel is. No. All right, cool. So I can't do that. Oh, I guess I can. You don't actually have chapter master rerolls, do you? Yes, you do. We're gonna point at them to reroll everything with chapter master rerolls. Righteous Repugnance. It doesn't help me. Engulfing Fear. That is within 24 inches. Are these guys within 24 inches?
Sure.
Aha!
Do.
Dwarf Charge 7, it's manifested. It manifests on an 8. Select when any within 24 inches of the Psyker until the start of my next psychic phase. Subtract 1 from the leadership, so you're leadership 10.
Wow.
That unit cannot use objective secured or similar abilities that allow them to control objective markers, regardless of the number of enemy models within the range of the objective marker. And if the result of the psychic test was equal or... No, it wasn't.
So basically, we're down to model count on against that. Okay. We'll have to deal with that.
Ha-ha! Which you will when you kill them.
Would you like to score some points?
Yep.
How many do you get for overrun?
That's the one for controlling one in enemy territory.
Sure.
2.
You have what? 1?
Oaths a moment.
Scores at the end of the battle round.
Shock tactics.
No.
Warfrit. No.
What's a shock tactics?
Shock tactics, I get 4 points at the end of a turn if I control an objective marker that you controlled at the start of the turn.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, it's the one that makes me want you to like fight me, because then if you fight me, then I fight you, and
Bottom
we go
of
back and
1.
forth, and it makes it interesting.
Chris, you have 7 CP. Cosmic, you have 3.
Yep. We're going to advance our little buddy. Excellent. 2, 8. Hi there. I can see all your characters now. 'Cause Windows.
I didn't see all of them.
Most of them. Enough of them that you're going to have to do something about it. And this is a perfect spot for him. Okay.
I didn't give you anything to deal with that. Sorry.
You had no way of even having an idea that I would do such a thing.
Correct.
Split screens. What is his movement? Oh, I'm sorry. He gets to move 13 inches. So he'll make sure he's there. For what it's worth.
I mean, we might shoot him with some poo guns. You never know.
Which one what?
Poo guns.
We don't actually know what he's talking about, just in case anyone else is wondering.
I'm sorry, I made you a bad life.
You didn't make me a bad list. You just broke the thing that makes it work. Because you didn't know.
Knowing is half the battle.
I don't understand Marines.
He's got
And these aren't just Marines.
I know.
So it's entirely different too.
I'm back. Looks like Chris got turn 1. Good job, bud. Says tactics. Yeah, he didn't do a whole lot with it, but
Hi.
Hi.
he hid. He tried to hide better with turn 1. Tactics says, no, Chris made a bad list. It was all Chris's.
No, the biggest problem with you giving me this list to play is that I have been barely containing my desire to buy more Terminators to run Dark Angels because the Lion is coming back. We know that the Lion is
Just
coming
buy
back.
the damn Terminator so you can play the Lion.
Okay,
And-
Chris,
So,
how much space are you intending to be there?
the 0.9 inches so that you have to actually like go around the walls.
Okay, we need to adjust them then, just slightly.
That's fine.
Just buy the freaking Terminators and shut up, says Tactics.
The
If
only thing
somebody
that,
would love to donate them to me, I would be more than happy
Well,
to use them.
apparently you're
but-
only 5 short at this point, if that.
Yeah, except that they all need to be redone.
Oh.
Because you gave me all Thunder Hammers and Storm Shields, which is my preferred way of running them. And
Okay.
the only ones that have storm shields right now are like 2 of my regular dudes.
Yeah, but
and
most cities we can just
Chris,
take their arms off and rearm them. We
For
have
reference
them.
point,
we don't have the arm.
these two are underneath. I'm just using them for visualization.
I'm gonna have to do that with the model you give me for Ezekiel because he's got a big old banner. It doesn't
Ezekiel's supposed to have a banner.
Banner.
That's why he's that model, because Ezekiel's carrying a big banner on top of his head.
Yes, I would
Banner.
always run a different model because of the banner to make him fit.
Well, I tried to make him look like the actual model. My bad.
You're fine.
Jotun says, get the Terminators. Tactics says, I will donate you the money I owe you for the commission. How about that?
Wait, how does that give him the money he owes him then?
That's the point. It doesn't donate me the money.
Raised banners is still infantry, right?
Yeah.
You can't do it with bikers, right?
As far as I'm aware.
Archroman's behind
It
you.
is non-character infantry.
Okay. Oh yeah, because they changed that this time, didn't they?
I know because I had at least 2 opponents be like, I'm going to run my character over here, and they're going to raise a banner. And I was like, no, you're not. And they're like, what? And I was like, you're not?
6 months ago you could have.
Sure, just not now.
Tactics says, I helped, and that's all that matters, G.I. Joe.
Are we gapped over here?
Significantly.
Okay.
Like they're not like specifically gapped because there's.
But are they right up against this wall? Is my
No.
question. Okay. Are they directly against any of the 3 walls?
There and there.
Okay.
Currently.
That's what I need to know. And you are inside there, so I can use those windows to see if I need to.
Mm-hmm.
Val says, need to buy him the Starforged box set. What's that one?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, bikes.
If you need to wobbly model him, that's fine.
No, if I can't place them, I can't place them. Let's be fair. I can just get them over here, though. Which is perfectly fine for me. That's 14 inches of movement. Oh! Give me a second, I gotta pick things.
Oh yes, your karates.
Kung Fu style, sir. Kung Fu.
The Custodes were kung fu fighting. Huh.
Yeah, but with
The Dark Angels were fast as no.
depends on what wing they're from.
You won't play Ravenwing,
Yes, because Ravenwing sucks.
so
Not in game terms, but they're a bunch of emo idiots and need to stop.
Jack Black was karate chopping. Says Tactics.
Okay.
A Tapu Lele.
I do want.
You want that?
You've been getting nothing but S tiers tonight, I swear.
Yeah, it's part of the event that's going on.
Okay. Holly, is somebody able to make a note of what my Kung Fus are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Yep.
Go.
So we need round 1 to be round 1 needs to be so the first one needs to be Salvus.
Salvus.
Yep, Salvus. The second one needs to be Conservi.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, the second one needs to be Dakatari, and then the third one's Conservi. So for the first battle round,
What was the actual second one? Deca what?
Dakatari. Just so that we have them written down.
Oh
Because I
yeah,
don't
they're
have
getting
my-
written as if I was Nork though, because I don't know how the hell any of this is spelled.
No, that's fine. I'm doing the,
That's exactly what I wrote.
If that's not a shooting one, I'm objecting.
Do you need new ones for round 4 or 5?
We're doing concert by stance 2 for round 1 because I forgot.
Wait, so you're not doing salves for round 1?
Let me just make sure. No, Salvus is round 1. And we'll do stance 1. For what it's worth.
I'm confused for what it's worth.
Okay.
I have round 1 salves, round 2 Dakatari, round 3 conservi, round 4 nothing, round 5
Each
nothing.
of those have stances. It's stance 1 and stance 2. And you can either, when you go to the next battle round, he can either do Salvus stance 2, or he can go to Daktari. Once he goes to Daktari, he can't go back to Salvus.
Okay, so just those 3 are all you're using. Cool.
Yes.
But the first one is Salvus, and the stance we're going to use is the 4 inches of range, because we don't really need one turn 1,
Mm-hmm.
but I need to bide something until I get to the other 2. This is more for explanation for anybody watching too, than really caring about much. Well, hello there.
What? No, don't do that.
I didn't do it.
7, 2, 3.
Okay.
Maybe not. Okay. It said the scoreboard app was about to crash, but it didn't actually crash. So.
And this is why we always have more than one scoreboard running. Let's do some fancy shooting there, partner. Let's shoot all of their missiles into them.
Okay.
Where is your apothecary, by the way?
Behind the character
Okay,
blob.
so nowhere near them.
Nowhere near that.
That's what I wanted to hear.
See that building right there? It's literally every character in his army.
Yep. So they're going to roll to hit them. They reroll 1s because of the captain.
Did you not give him a dice tray, Chris?
Oh, we're good.
There's 2 right there.
No, I'm good. We got 1 hit. And
Wow, the
wound.
forest worked!
1 wound at -4.
4 up. They're good.
Why do I have 4 up?
Because they're all Thunderhammer Storm shields.
Oh, because they all have
Every
storm
Terminator here is Thunderhammer Storm.
I'm like, how'd you get 4s?
They're all
Oh my god, this is gonna be so ridiculous.
turtle.
The entire point of this army is I don't do much, but you won't either.
Turtle.
This guy is gonna blow a hole in one of them.
Which one?
The
infiltrators over there.
assassin is gonna blow a hole.
No, the captain.
Oh, okay. Oh, one of these guys?
He hits. He pastes one.
Helix. Oh.
Wait, no.
Sorry. How much did it cost to put a Helix Gauntlet?
I think they're free. They're literally free now.
Then they should be on there.
Wait. I
You
do
should
have to roll
change
damage,
it.
don't I?
I
They
didn't
are
know
2 wounds.
I didn't know they were free. You should have just fixed it because I'm stupid.
That's fine.
It's fine.
She assumes we care much more than we do.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's D3 plus 3 damage to him.
Yeah. No, I'm aware of what salvo launchers do. You're fine.
Bad.
Naughty
All
girl.
right, well then you can order pizza today.
We're not ordering pizza.
Somebody talked about it, and now it's all my brain can think about. All
I
right.
bought you food already. If you want pizza, you pay for it.
I'm evil.
Holly, take a deep breath and order pizza. No! Faust, hey Holly, check this out. Ooh, yes. I would like to check this out.
I guess these 4. That's 1 squad of Terminators in there.
Yep.
Ooh, yes.
I guess they salvo into the Terminators with all 4 of them.
There's something in your Amazon cart that you want to look at later, Chris. You can look at it now, I guess. Faust just sent us these.
I remember looking at those. I feel like there's a reason why we didn't use them.
Oh, I think they only connect to a phone.
2 on your guys.
2?
Yep.
Are those the wind rolls?
Yeah.
Or no.
The entire thing is that all the Terminators are inner circle. They're all transhuman all the time.
Oh,
Listen,
Yeah,
I just
they're all
wanna
transhuman.
smell-
They're all 4-up involves. They're all +1
I
to
thought they
armor.
didn't get that.
Nope. Inner circle is just transhuman.
Wait, what don't they get then? What is it they don't have then?
Armor of
have
contempt.
any.
Okay. No.
Because they're all storm shields under here, like inner circle, all Death
Right,
Wing
but there was
Terminators.
something that they didn't get. What was it?
They don't get OBSEC because we
OBSEC, is that all that they lose?
Yeah.
We need
by
it
breaking
to
the-
connect to the desktop computer, Faust.
I think they lose some other
Tactic
things.
says, "Listen, I just want to smell it. I can't have any, but I'm hungry. Come on, man, just order the pizza."
Okay.
They lose something else for not being in a First Legion detachment, but
It's gotta be. I thought it was a
First
transhuman.
Company.
Maybe I'm thinking of another ability.
First Company is just we get OBSEC, and if my Warlord's part of the detachment, it gets do +3 command points. But I don't think that exists for. The
No, that doesn't happen anymore.
So,
Okay.
yeah, we get implacable. So when we hit the assault doctrine, we get to
Tactic says, as someone who played Dark Angels for a bit, they
reroll
keep
wound rolls
transhuman.
against characters and vehicles.
Okay, so it's just the OBSEC basically.
So characters and any model with a wound characteristic of 8 or more, not vehicles.
Okay. So then, I think.
But yeah, no, like these guys don't have it. This guy doesn't have it.
All right, so we're just going to
and
charge
that guy
with these
doesn't
guys
have-
then.
Those guys don't have it, but
So they're going to charge them. For 6, which will be fine. Two of them are within half an inch inside there, and then he's there. So everyone can fight.
yay! So much fighting.
Yeah, that's going to be a thing.
Feet fight. Why are you hiding your contemptor?
Because of that.
Because of salvo launchers.
Okay.
Salvo
because
launchers
he
will
brought-
melt that thing.
He brought 8 things with AP 3 or 4 and damage D3 +3, and that does not have an invul save, I don't think.
Yeah, any of the
So-
salvos touch a Terminator, the Terminator's dead.
Yeah.
The only thing saving him is that invul.
Yeah, we have really good invulns. We have the same armor he does, and we have built-in transhuman.
So
But if he gets through all of that, we go splat.
I'm gonna make my 15 attacks over there.
Okay. Roll the dice for the sound of the clicky clacks before they die.
I missed twice.
Yeah.
Your toughness 4, right?
Yeah.
You're back.
Your AP 3, right?
Who's there?
So 8 AP3s,
And their damage, how much?
2 apiece.
Alright, so I have to make 5 6-ups.
Yes.
You can do it.
That is not 5 6.
I made 2.
That's nice.
Okay, they're dead.
Okay, now we have to do shenanigans. These two get to go back behind the wall, but he has to be exposed still. Because that still gets him closer to him, but in order to get closer to him, he still has to be out.
Ooh.
Very important. I think that's my turn.
To be clear, this is a unit of 3 and that's the character?
Yes. And
Are they actually on top of the building?
yes.
Okay.
So he needs to be just over. He's close enough that he picks up the protection. Let's see. I don't control anything in your territory.
Nope.
No characters died. Might of Terra. I destroyed an enemy unit and didn't lose a friendly. So it should be 12 to 14 currently.
Alright, you said. Alright, so Oaths of Moment, I'm going to score
Yeah, what do you got for that?
3 on Oaths, 2 for being.
So you didn't destroy a character, vehicle, or monster.
Let me find out if somebody's wholly within 6. I don't actually know.
No friendly units failed a morale test.
Yeah, I'm going to score a minimum of 1. But the question is whether.
A unit has to be wholly within
Yeah,
6.
so I'm not. Because
So you
Azrael's
get
within 6, but not wholly within 6.
So you're at 13 points to my 14.
Yes, including the painting. What did you score?
4 points on Might of Terra.
No, assassinate. And did you raise any banners this turn?
I raised them, but I did not. But I don't score them until next turn.
Okay, that would be next battle round.
All right. So
8 to 5 CP. And let me get this. I got.
wait a minute. Are you sure?
Neither of us have spent any.
Yeah, but I should have 4 to your 8.
Correct. Sorry, I can't read. Alright, so I'm getting 8 on the primary.
Yep. So you control 2, 3.
Yep, but not more.
Yep. So we both control 3 currently.
Yep.
All right, and you don't score any of yours at the start.
Nope. The question is whether I can kill either that unit or like that unit, because they're OBSEC, right?
Oh yeah.
3
3 wounds apiece.
command phase, I will attempt to chant some things.
Toughness 5, 1 plus saves.
If I can get to my list here. Azrael, let's see. Who does Azrael want to point at? Azrael will point at these guys. To try and give them full rerolls to hit. Ezekiel's going to be doing that. The interrogator chaplain is going to do we'll attempt exhortation of rage, and it will go off on a 5, and we'll point at again the Terminators to give them +1 to their wound rolls, and Canticle of Hate, which will also go off on a 5. Add 2 charge rolls and 3 extra inches of pile for consolidation. Alright, movementy things. I don't like any of this. Let's be fair.
But yeah, no, all 5 of those models are up top.
Yeah. Means I have to be like directly below them to actually fight them melee wise.
What's the melee engagement range?
That's the dumb part for verticality, because they.
Is it still 5 inches?
I think it is. I think it's.
Which means you'd have to be directly below them.
Yeah.
And I can do things to you. I presume somebody in chat would like me to do things to you.
Where is engagement range? That would be great if you would actually.
I believe it should be
Find that.
5 inches.
Engagement range
1 inch horizontally and 5 inches vertically. Yep. So I have to be directly underneath you.
Yep.
So if I'm at the wall, I make it, but it's -2 to move, which means that we can't actually get out.
You have what, 3 inches of movement then?
Yeah.
And then charge,
Yeah.
and then I can tanglefoot you if I want.
I mean, oh no, you tangle-footed me. What do we do?
I can see you.
Watching this stream on your phone.
More so I wanted to see what's up in chat. Hey, we got friends! How many wounds does that apothecary have?
No.
Okay. I really want to use the Vindicare just to see how it functions in a game. Are those all 3D printed things for peg racks to hold up the paint?
To hold on the actual paint holders, yeah.
Jesus.
That is legitimately months of painting, printing.
I didn't know you had a printer.
I have 3 FDM printers and 1 resin printer, but I'm looking to get rid of at least one of my. All right, he is not here. He is in the corner, but his thing is too tall.
Yeah. And what is that guy?
That's Ezekiel.
Okay.
He's
He's
gonna be
the
warp
cycle-
rid. He's gonna warp rid.
Okay, but that does mean he's within engagement range if I come up to that wall, right?
Yes, I think so. I think I can set him back here.
Double check if
From
he
the
can make it
center.
or not.
Wholly within the center. Yeah, I can actually sit all the way back here. And make
Okay,
it.
so is he 1 inch gap then?
Yes.
Okay.
He is
I just want to be clear because that will be very important.
not entirely fair.
Ooh, are you gonna charge the dreadnought?
Probably because
You know it has a flamethrower sword, right?
yeah,
Okay.
you do know I don't care, right?
I mean, you know fear. We stopped at the one gas station on the way. It's kind of creepy.
Which one?
The Circle K.
Circle K right after 276.
They didn't have anything in stock either.
Like the one that's like right up the road?
No.
No.
Okay.
Not the one with all the vending machines.
Okay.
That's a show.
Then I am honestly not sure which one you were talking about. Alright. So yeah, that's our movement there. Yeah, we have a unit back there.
Hold on, let me adjust the scores properly. Chris doesn't get any points for painting, but I do.
I mean, technically, yes. If you want to do that, that's
I'm kidding. It is funny though.
thing that's technically true.
I just find it funny that the painter's not getting the paint points.
I mean,
I get to paint my Dark Angels like once every 3 years, so
Why is that?
mostly because they're all NNM and it takes me like 20 plus hours to do a single guy, and when you're doing a squad of 5 devoting 200 hours to a set of 5 Terminators is a lot to do, and otherwise you would be making money with that time.
We will get that. I heard that, but Holly is not here, and I will get that in a minute. I'm not sure who that was.
Oh, I am.
Oh, you're the one who did that? Alright, fine. Sure. This is how this is gonna go. Can I actually get there?
Are we gonna do the Dreadnought duel?
No, he's just gonna fire multi-mult at you first.
Sure.
Yeah, multi-multi shots. I have no idea where this happened. 2 5s, those are both hit. Strength 8, so it should be just wounding on 3s.
Yep.
1 wound. -1.
How much damage is that?
At this range, D6. -1 because you're dread.
I'm just debating if I want to use a reroll. I mean, I've got so many. What kind of shooting weapons do you have other than that?
Whatever this unknown land speeder has,
What does this land speeder have? Before we go
that
too
is an
far.
excellent question. It is a land speeder tornado, which I don't think I've ever used, and literally have no idea what it does. Apparently, it has a heavy flamer and a multi-melta.
Okay, but it seems to only be able to see these guys.
Yeah.
I'll take my chances. Go for it. How much damage do you got?
Ha! 3! So 2.
So 2. And feel no pains.
Yep.
I take 1.
Alright.
Meow, meow, meow.
1 multi-melta into the bikes on the roof. 2 hits. 1 wound.
1 wound.
You're
Oh,
good.
thank you, Faust.
Hey, you got a drink.
Yeah, my drink's empty. As soon as I'm done with this. Oh, I'm gonna do my corporate. It goes off. Barely.
Did you do things
You
for
have
me,
a
Chris?
deny somewhere?
No.
Okay.
Did you do things for me, Chris?
As much as I could. I give 3 points on corporate.
Yeah, I heard.
Um,
The only thing you scored at the end of your turn was Might of Terror, right?
Yep. It should currently be 14 to 4.
Yeah. Did you raise any banners?
I have 2 banners raised. They're the big coins. I'm not sure if they're visible or not.
I gotta take away the chroma screen to see. I can see them. Yeah.
Hence the reason I use big coins. Also because Frontline is nice and hands them out.
That do. That do. They're pretty hefty coins too. They're not like crappy ones.
oh, you also gave me a Astartes grenade launcher on the bike. The apothecary.
Uh-huh. Is that good?
Alright, what else we got going? Chris?
We're gonna fire a crack shell out of the grenade launcher apparently into him.
Okay.
It misses.
Oh.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go to turkeys.
Okay. Before you do that, I need to evaluate charges.
We're
I
going
want
to
you.
enter the charge phase is what we're gonna do.
Can you verify charge distance required to that dreadnought, please?
Yeah.
Before we do anything?
It is a
Take the
5 inches to
unhelpful
get
ones.
within half, and I have a +2.
So you would need to roll a 3 for that.
Yes.
And what would you need to roll over here?
To get to the base of the wall, I need a 6, and I do not have any. And I have a -2 over here, so I need an 8 over here.
You need to roll an 8.
Still,
You need to roll a 3.
She has like hip dysplasia. Keep coughing.
Let's Tanglefoot. Let me double check.
Oh, Skylar, be nice.
I gotta read the text of it.
You okay?
You're free to bark by his shoe, Skylar.
I'm gonna choose. So here you need to roll a 10. We said.
8.
Go to
It's
that
6 inches to
fast.
the wall, and then I have a -2.
Okay. And why do you have +2 over here?
His exhortation of rage.
Okay, that's giving it to that squad.
Yes.
Okay.
You okay, baby?
It might
In
be
the
an
box.
it might be an aura around him, but
The cat is in a cat trap.
It's not surprising.
Double check because I do want to know if it affects more than just that unit. Hello there, kitty.
Better.
Yeah, she'll definitely better.
well, it's while a friendly core or character unit is within 6 inches of him, so it's technically Asriel and the other
And there's
two.
how many Death Knights there?
10. There's 6 more spread throughout the back here because I had to.
Okay. But realistically, only like 3 or 4 are going to make it into melee.
We also get an additional 3 inches of pile-in and consolidate, so we have like a 6-inch pile-in.
Did Ezekiel go through the Rubicon Barbarous?
No.
I didn't think so.
We're going to pick that unit. We're going to spend 1 CP. And we are going to Tanglefoot them.
Okay,
That
5
brings
inches.
you
so they're -5.
Yes.
So effectively -3.
to Gotta love Tablefoot.
Okay.
Who's starting first?
We'll start here.
And
Eight.
we
Three
read they
CP
needed
out.
8.
Yeah.
No, don't.
That is exactly an 8.
Okay, which will get what? The first 2 guys there? And those are the same as those guys or not?
Yes.
Okay.
They're all legitimately exactly the same.
So Deathwing Knights have Thunderhammer Storm Shields?
They're not actually.
They're not
Deathwing
actually
Knights.
Deathwing Knights. They're all Deathwing Terminators.
Oh, okay.
That was a misspeak on my part. Sorry.
Okay.
But they are all Thunderhammer, Storm Shield, Duders.
Okay.
I guess we'll go over here. So I need a -3 total. So over here I need an 8 as well. For the... I want them to go in first.
The question is, would you send the characters if they miss?
I'm kind of thinking the answer might be yes, but...
The answer generally is, if you would send the characters anyways, then it doesn't matter. If you're only going to send the characters if they have the support of the rest of the group, then you send the group
Victory
first.
bell.
We'll send the group first. On an 8.
I see a
That
6.
is a 12.
Alright.
They are very angry at you, sir.
It's an A-tier victory bell.
Just be careful you're not in engagement range of any
Yep,
other
I
group.
have to be. And I know you can spend CP to, like, move them in.
Oh, yes, I can.
We're gonna move this around him.
That's okay.
Oh, hi, Graham.
I have Custodes Shenanigans ready. Because what is Custodes without shenanigans? How come our cats don't sit in
Non-whipped milk.
boxes?
They do.
No, they don't.
That box is 1000% her box.
That box literally exists in this house still because of her.
Yep. And she got out. She's gonna be on me in a second.
Okay.
She moves away, which is less than your base. Asriel's gonna attempt to charge.
Okay.
Right through all of his friends.
Come
So,
on.
but they all are still within coherency, right?
Yes. they
2 of
should-
2 other people?
They should, like, he's within 2 of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one making a space for Asriel to get through, which is
Can you hear the fur box?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he should be able to just.
Chris, stop talking for a second.
Right there.
Okay. Anyone else?
I don't think anybody else can actually make it. Your sword's in
She's motorboating hard over here.
your sword in my wings. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't actually get anybody else in there.
Excellent.
Baby.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Hey, Chris,
Are
can
you
you hear
done?
it?
Yeah, that is on my purpose.
Okay, give me 1 second here to find the stratagem I need.
Come a little closer, you'll hear it.
I'm sure.
Well,
Somebody redeemed a I have to drink, so I have to through the kitchen to drink.
Somebody redeemed hydrate.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Somebody's sitting in this room.
That's funny. Oh, yeah, I see it.
So now knowing that you're a yarn person, you will be amused at the fact that I saw a TikTok the other day of somebody who had made grommets for their Crocs to hold a shaft that they pushed through all of their yarn rolls. So that while they were sitting up there with their legs slightly spread, they had the yarn roll just unrolling, and it was just rolling.
It
up
really
their
is.
Crocs.
So, you can hit somebody that heroically intervened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Compared to baby.
Okay. I need to reread an ability before I do this.
It is rigged, you're right.
And my apologies that it's taking us a little bit longer here. That's what happens when we don't tell Chris anything.
True. Grim wants to know how everyone's doing tonight.
Doing all right.
Skylark's doing the best. Just listen to that motorboat.
She got the full per box going.
Okay. So I have 3 CP remaining.
How are you tonight, Grim? You okay? Your tummy sounds a little bubbly still. Cosmic is playing Custodes, and Chris is playing Dark Angels.
Okay. First, we'll spend 1
Slightly
CP,
drunk.
and we are going to allow this squad to heroically intervene. These guys. Oh.
I'm trying to make some biscuits.
Okay.
Oh, I totally should have done that. Oh well.
So that's step 1.
What did I do wrong now?
Nothing.
Are you just upset that I have the cat?
I mean, always, but
Went to a wine store and new cocktail place in Durham, then have burgers and more cocktails in Hillsborough. Yep.
Step 2. Heroically intervene with him.
make it.
Yes, he has Praetorian Blade.
The 6-inch heroic intervention.
No, he teleports anywhere.
Oh, he's teleporting in. Got it.
Dead Meme says 14-4 seems to be going great.
I mean, I've scored primary this turn, and Cosmic hasn't, so.
Yeah.
And this will be a decisive point. Okay. Your...
How many wounds does he have?
Who?
This guy with the Praetorian plate.
Oh, Captain Dick Punch. 9.
9? Okay.
So
Well, he has a toughness of 7 and 8 wounds, sorry.
8 ones. All right.
But toughness 7.
How many?
And
No
5 up
pain.
feel no pain.
Thunder. Where the hell is Thunder Hammers?
AP negative 2, 3
AP2,
damage.
3 damage. Yep.
Don't they also do -1 to hit, though?
Yeah. Oh my.
I mean, your -1 to hit me regardless with him. Who is going first?
Oh, the Terminators are.
Which ones? Because there are 2 engaged.
The ones that are multi-engaged.
Okay, and who are they attacking?
Oh, well, first we're going to do our pile-ins.
Sure.
He's going to come in there. He's going to come in there. Because they have a 6-inch pile-in. start the thing within range of him.
Okay.
So we're gonna put. I think we're just gonna do 5 and 5. I think that seems reasonable.
Okay, so we have 5 going into the squad. Wait. When we say 5 and 5, 5 into the squad, and 5
No.
into him, or 5 into him?
5 into the Gladius and 5 into the guy with Praetorian plate.
Okay. Who's first?
Praetorian plate.
All right.
And these are just
How many attacks do they each get?
their base number because you nullify shock assault. So it looks like 2 apiece, if these are correct.
Okay.
Um,
And this is why Shadow Keepers.
and where's the dude with the flail? Alright, he's one of the ones in the contemptor. So it's just 10 attacks.
Because he's your captain, dude.
The sergeant, yeah.
Kenny.
Alright, I have full rerolls to hit and +1 to wound.
So hitting on force. That's a cock.
Where you want to go?
And these are all strength 9. Or strength,
Thought you said
strength
rerolls
8.
for wound, not hit.
No, I full rerolls to hit because he chapter master rerolls.
Okay.
I pointed at them. And +1 to wound. So they're strength 8. So wounding on 3 goes to 2s.
Okay, and this is against the captain.
This is against the captain. Still miss 1. So 4 at -3.
Okay.
-2.
Well, and how much damage apiece?
3.
He takes 4.
And an 11 attacks into the Gladius. Is he
Okay.
-1 to hit as well?
No. But you have Thunderhammer, so you are.
But you're also damage -1.
Uh-huh.
I can give them +1 to hit. That's why I was.
But you didn't when you attacked them, so
Right. Yeah. Alright, cool. So we'll leave it on 4s, rerolling all hits. Oh god. I dropped.
because you have to spend all of yours before I choose to spend mine.
Yep.
And you
that's
got
a
1
cock
cock.
one.
You can't win, can you?
Can't win for losing. 4 rerolls to hit. I converted 1. And again, strength 8 +1 to wound is 2s.
Yes. Yeah, you still managed to miss.
Yeah, I'm really good at it.
Missing, yeah.
6.
6 -2s.
And how much damage are they each?
3 damage each. That's the Gladius though, aren't you saving on 3s? Because doesn't his shield also +1 to your armor save?
Hold on, let me double check.
So I think he's still saving on 3s.
That's where it is. You never get it back.
Oh no, it's subtract 1 from the hit rolls when resolving. So yeah, it wouldn't have done you any good anyways. But it is... Alright. So he has 8 wounds left. This will deal 8 if I don't do a reroll.
Doesn't he have a feel no pain?
Right, but I'm debating that.
Okay. So it's a 6 up feel no pain, right?
Mhm. We'll take our chances with it. All I need is 1/6 of it.
Statistics say that he survives with 1.
He survives with 2!
Haha!
Just all that I need in life.
This is because he's going to interrupt and stab Asriel in the face.
Well, depends on which interrupt I use. Because Custodes.
Would you like to interrupt?
Well, let's see. What do you have that can fight still?
Azrael. And the entire other squad over there.
Right. How many wounds does Azrael want to save?
2 up, 4 up, and 6 wounds, I think, currently. Because his new rules give him 1 additional wound.
So 2 up, 4 up.
I'll double check that it's 6 and not 5 wounds, but 6 wounds. Yep, 2 up, 4 up.
I have 7. I have a lot of attacks with that Tempter. Let me check something here. In the fight phase. Okay. I'm going to, for 1 CP, interrupt with the Dreadnought.
Yep.
Because he's touching the objective still.
You said for 1 CV?
Yep.
Yep.
Because Custodes.
Custodes interrupting on a objective.
So,
Fair and balanced gameplay.
I am torn. I could just go for the squad with him. And I feel like that's actually better. Because what's their toughness?
Their toughness is all 4, but they're all transhuman.
Right.
And that goes for Azrael too.
Yeah. But just to make sure I don't need 5s.
Yeah, no. God, no.
So what we'll do is we'll interrupt and go against the squad. Because...
Chris, pick her up. She wants your attention.
So we have base attacks of 7 plus a D3. So 9 attacks. Hitting on 2. Okay, what? The fuck?
Does he reroll his 1s for having the captain, like, right
That's
next
a
to
lot
him?
of 1s.
That is a lot of 1s.
Let's look at the captain's wording. I'm pretty sure it's just core.
Good God, that's a lot of 1s.
I didn't know gladiuses were considered core for them.
They're not. Yeah. So
we got another one for the great.
that's 6 ones. And 2 wounds at your invo.
Thank you for the sub,
What's the
Moonlit.
AP?
At what?
What's the AP on it?
Officially, it
And
is
Aaron has appeared.
3.
Yeah, so we'll put them on their involves either way.
Yep.
Because they're +1 on their armor save too. So.
Cosmic rolled how
4
many
ups.
ones was that?
6 out of 9.
Rolled 6 out of 9.
One guy's dead.
One
This
guy's
is 3
dead.
damage.
Oh, okay. Guess it'll be this guy.
Yeah, it was a really bad roll.
Like, statistically, bad.
Yeah.
You should lean forward a little bit.
Who?
Chris.
Me.
Why?
Cat.
What are you gonna fight with?
Cat.
Those Terminators over here.
The other ones? You sure?
Yeah, these ones.
You sure that's what you want to do?
I'm fairly certain I can go directly underneath you.
Oh.
Ow.
It's so dumb that I can't use my Amazon sub invisible. It is dumb. You're correct. It's partially because you're in. I'm assuming you have an iPhone. Question mark.
Apple hates Amazon. That's what.
Level 1's its own cut, too. Nobody got the Aaron rigged.
Alright. So that should put all of these guys
Yeah, Apple.
in engagement range of
it's-
half an inch.
Apple's
and
just like,
then
no.
those guys within half an inch of somebody who's. Or no,
Of
these
the
guys are
squad?
out.
Yes.
Or are those two out? I don't actually know. Because these 8 are
unicorns dancing on rainbows.
No, they wouldn't be. They can't be
on rainbows. Fluffy unicorns dancing on
Okay, so it is
fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows.
8 guys, so 16, 17 attacks.
Yep. Let me just double check. There is something I might be able to do defensively here. Okay, that one's been updated, so I can't use that.
Oh, sorry. I forgot.
What's the strength of your attacks?
8.
Strength 8.
Stop
and
it.
+1 to wound.
No, that was just over here. Again.
Yell in your chat.
Strength 8. So they will be 3s to wound me. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
I'm trying to figure it. Those guys aren't minuses to hit, correct?
No. Not yet.
I'm gonna spend a CP because I have like 8.
You
And
have
I'm
8.
gonna give them +1 to hit
Okay,
for
so what are
Fury
they
of the First.
so what are they gonna
hitting
hit
on
me?
hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s.
hitting and
AP.
wounding on 3s? Let me look at
Hitting and
this
wounding on
check.
3s, AP2, damage free.
Okay. After enemy has fought, no. Selected to fight. Selected as target. Infantry, no, because you need that infantry. So 3s and 3s. Do you have rerolls with them?
No. Should I be doing this very differently than the way I am? Yes. Yes, I should. Am I doing it this way anyway? Yes. Also yes.
Alright.
I mean, you've been proving from the very beginning that you were going to play this weird and wrong. You know, putting infiltrators directly into line of sight of everything.
Anything?
Nope.
Alright.
3 fluffy Krista corns.
Could you roll a bunch of ones?
He could. He usually
I would
does.
like it. I would like him to roll 6 ones. I don't know.
And then 3.
It's at least decent.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 saves, my feet.
3 fluffy catacorns. Prancing through skylarks.
Okay, and they're how much damage each?
3.
That's a real question.
Is the person my brain associates with Dark Angels playing Dark Angels? If by that you mean Chris, yes.
Chris isn't goth enough to be Dark Angels, though.
It is as far
I don't
as
know
I'm
whether I'm
concerned,
happy
correct.
about that or sad about that.
We'll just lose 2 guys.
Okay.
Yes, Chris is playing Dark Angels and Cosmic is
You
playing
get to fight
Custodes.
back with the rest of your dudes.
Your character's not going to fight?
Oh, right. Azrael should probably fight.
I mean, if you're
I mean-
choosing not to, I'll allow it, but I think you should at least
You should
have
you
the
should
option.
Fight. You should fight with Azrael.
5 attacks because Shadow Keepers are stupid.
Oh, wait, did you have -1 attack over here?
You give
Yeah.
it +1.
Okay.
Yeah, they get +1 on the charge because shock is off,
Oh, yeah.
and then -1 because
Yeah.
you say so. So 2's to hit. No, 3's to hit because you're
Guy.
guy.
Why you grumpus?
Sword of Secrets is strength 6.
And
7.
toughness 7. So you
So
have
5.
5.
So I need 2 6s. No. So 2 at -4.
And what's the damage on these?
2.
So I made 1. And then its damage 2 goes down to 1.
Yep.
Seems right.
Feel no
Grim.
pain. I'm not chasing that. Is that a 6?
That's 4.
So he's down to 1.
Hey, chicken.
So
Look at these nerds. Yeah, there's a lot of nerds in the room.
Let me see here. Praetor is going to be boss.
She wants you to drink. Show the drink on camera.
Misericordia swings. He gets to re-roll. It hits
Yes, hello. I have a
It moves.
question.
at -2.
What is this?
Misericordia on
90
these guys.
9th edition or 10th edition? It's
Minus
currently
2,
still
so
9th
yep.
edition.
There is no official
He's good.
documentation on 10th edition yet.
10th edition is not coming. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more. Say no more.
Is that really a tweet?
No.
Also, I didn't get my kitty
No,
on
what they
stream.
posted was the
Did you
the
redeem
tarot
that and I
card
missed it?
of the knight with a winged
did.
helmet holding a sword against like the ravaging
1
beast.
second, Grim.
And the Warhammer official Twitter posted this out with, what, the lion's coming? No, what? No. Who could have ever guessed that? Like, if that is literally a bait and switch and the lion isn't coming,
So, if the cat touches the
that
table,
guy is literally
whoever helps
dead.
facilitate the cat touch the table loses the game. It's a house rule. So I can't let her touch the table when I'm showing the kitty off on stream. They know this. Stream knows this. And they watch very carefully. The
Orcs
cat
have lost many
touches-
games that they weren't
yeah,
playing.
The orcs have lost so many games that they weren't playing because every time the cat touches the table and they see it on screen,
Aw.
the orcs lose another game.
I have
Something that sounds like a cat
4 attacks.
ball, like on screen noises.
Oh, this?
Oh, okay. He keeps doing that.
He keeps kicking the toy.
So I hit you 4 times,
Yeah, kitty.
and I would normally wound you on 3s, but 4s because of
Your
Dark
mother
Angel
daddy
bullshit.
stole dolls or
Yeah.
Skylark.
Not at all.
I love
2
that.
at -2.
2 at -2.
Oh, I'm sorry, -3.
-3. I thought the -3 was on the chart. Or is it just
Nope.
Nope. Alright, so 4. We're good.
All right. And then stuff over here.
All
So
the things over here.
the normal guard.
You're pretty, yes. We know.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Great lady, watch over us.
5.
It's remarkable how fast 8 pounds of cat gets heavy.
Hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s.
She don't weigh nothing.
Like, oh, Sterling. Is it
She's 80.
Wounding 4s.
Says Lana.
She's a weirdo.
3,
Yes, it is.
4, 5, 6, 7 at -3.
Grim wants you to pick a Pokemon for Cosmic to imitate.
Oh, brother.
Physically or audibly?
Audibly.
We'll go with Bulbasaur because I love Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur!
Good Bulbasaur.
That was a good
so
Bulbasaur.
4.
Hi.
Yep, 7 of them.
Welcome back. Long time no
Frailty.
see.
So 2 damage apiece. So that'll kill one guy.
Shit.
I'm kind of surprised she hasn't played with me yarn yet.
They are within range.
She's really sleepy.
Isn't the apothecary 3 inches?
I'm not sure.
For the feel no pain,
You
I
got
thought,
an
I
A
thought the
plus
feel no
rating
pain was
from
6.
Grim.
Is apothecary 3 or 6 inches?
For what? It's healing.
I know it's 3 inches for the revive, but I thought that his other one was.
Grim said that was a dang good Bulbasaur. And I made you really southern. I'm sorry.
I can fight the fan.
You cannot fight the fan.
6 inches.
Okay.
If that game is a 6-inch order.
Is he within 6?
He is within 6.
Okay, so you have 4 damage coming in.
Yeah, she's also far more interested in attention
I mean, it's a 6
than
up.
play right now.
Which one are you putting it
If
on?
you
by
want
the
to
way?
make her crazy
Which
though,
guy?
I can get the bird.
Which guy is taking the wounds?
Just stay back here.
Okay,
Yeah.
So, not the guy who's in range.
You want
Okay,
to eat the bird?
that's what I wanted to verify.
Baba,
It's a cock die, but it
bird is
doesn't
the
matter.
worst. Baba, bird is the
You
worst.
Also,
said-
technically means the other guy could have survived, but.
Okay. Now for the captain.
Yep.
Me and the captain are making it happen. Also, we're making sure we pile in for base contact there. I can't believe that dread's still alive. I really can't.
I mean, I can.
He's played enough Custodes.
Okay.
If you weren't Shadowkeepers, he'd be dead. But you're playing Shadowkeepers, so.
Oh, yeah.
Baba, baba, bar, bird. Bird is the word. You're a gray bird. What?
She's back up there.
Yeah.
And he's going to choose to pile in and be over here.
So what's letting him pile out of...
Praetorian Plate.
That lets him pile
Or not
out
Praetorian Plate. Unstoppable Destroyer.
And that lets him pile out even if he's base contacted?
Correct. Each time this model makes a pile-in or heroic intervention, it can move in any direction and can do so even if it's touching an enemy model so long as it finishes its move within engagement range.
Okay.
Which means he's also going to make sure he's not touching
The
it.
right gears here.
Actually, no, he does want to touch it.
Yeah, that was it.
6 attacks,
That chair in the corner.
hitting on 2.
We literally took it out of the house to get rid of it. She sat where it was living and looked at such puppy dog eyes that the chair came back in the house.
Strength is
It is
5.
literally only for her.
So
It is
4
her
is due to
chair.
your shenanigans. I'll take 4 at -2.
4 3-ups.
Why 3 is it? Oh, because it's storm shields.
2 go through.
2 damage apiece.
2 damage piece, so 4 feel no pains on this guy all the way over here.
Okay.
I'm not sure how he's hitting that guy, but he is. He makes one of them and then dies. I mean, I have to roll at least 2 6s out of 4 dice in order to keep a dude alive like that, so.
Oh, and Misericordia. No. Ceremonial knives. What can I say? Neither one of us should have lost enough for anything to have happened.
Yeah.
Alright.
What is morale?
End of the
You don't
turn,
care
do you
about
score
morale.
anything? What does shock tactics do?
I have to take control of one. And I
Which you
didn't.
didn't.
Yeah. I don't think I scored anything at the end of the turn because I have shock tactics.
Overrun?
I don't have overrun this turn.
Nope.
Okay. Next battle round.
So,
It'd be a lot scarier if those guys were obstacle.
You're back at 8 and you're at 3. How many do you control?
I'm at 2 CP.
I missed one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I have 2, 3, but not more.
Okay. 12 points on the primary.
I have 2 points from banners.
Yep. Alright.
Nothing else yet. I won't be able.
And we are now 14-14. Just
Actually,
like
wait.
that.
I will, as long. That dread has to. One of the units has to die, or I will get the thing. As long as I take out a model. Which is fine. We're gonna need some help.
It's a Cranidos. Okay, I'm back. Wow, the game hasn't moved a lot. It's a slow game. It's a game of
It's a
attrition.
game of we all have 2 up plus and 2 up 4 ups, and heavy hitting weaponry, but not a lot of attacks.
Because this is the bottom of turn 2, and it's 14-14.
Nobody's on that objective?
Over there,
Yeah.
both the land speeder's got his nose over it, or he should.
You'll need to move him up just slightly then.
He might have gotten.
And there's a guy in the building touching it.
Is there a
And
guy?
there's a guy right there. who's
What guy?
Inceptor.
Infiltrator.
Oh, okay.
Infiltrator. Dang it. I'm bad at this.
And technically, the infiltrators can walk off of it, and I'd still control it because
Right. But
sticky.
you don't want me to be able to just jump over there.
Yes.
Grim is enjoying this match with a good sipping bourbon.
Okay.
He's letting us know.
What's in that building other than that guy?
I do know Marines well. You're right, tactics.
He's it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna die.
Yeah, he is.
Bye. Very expensive character.
We are going
That's
to.
not being used for the right thing. Faust wants Grimm's bourbon.
What was my second one? Dakatari?
Yeah. Daka daka daka. I want another shot at Chris's Oath Keepers.
Lore keepers?
You mean the Lore Keepers, Grim?
Yes. He wants to fight the Ultramarines again.
We're going to activate Dakateri Stance 1. Whenever an enemy unit piles in or consolidates, if it starts within engagement range of me, it subtracts 2.
Well, tell us when.
I have cyclone missile launchers that I forgot about entirely.
I gave them to you. Not my fault.
Hi.
There'll be some bikes in there now.
Yep.
Barbie, some bikes.
Basically, they can't fail a charge. If they need it. But removing that secondary from you is the key.
You need at least a 3 to get there.
Shouldn't. No, I don't.
Okay.
The captain thinks it's time to play his game. Hi. He's going to fall back. Be just outside of an inch of them. Actually, no. He's going to fall back and land over here. Actually, one second before I do that. I think there is a thing I can use here. Something where I can fall back and shoot.
I didn't even cry for that, I think.
No. Maneuver and fire. Yes, I'm eligible to shoot even though I fell back. How many wounds does that Landspeeder have?
You're asking the wrong person.
You have the list.
Yes, that doesn't mean I know what a lane speeder tornado has for wounds.
Debbie says 14-14.
Sure.
Still seems to be going strong.
14-14, but no end of round or turns scoring for us yet.
Debbie was just thinking positively for the target.
6.
And you only have one guy on that objective, right?
Yes.
Other than that?
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm going to move there and use the 1 CP so I can fall back and shoot.
He is offside
Who? Which one?
though.
The guy that's on there.
The one guy.
Oh, okay. Then we'll still do that because he'll still be a threat to you.
So you,
But
you said
you
you
don't have
spend
character
another
protection.
CP, so you're at 1.
Yep, I'll be up 1.
Okay. Deadbeam hit the big red button.
What does that do?
I'm not sure. The only big red button I know is the orc big red button. And that makes things go charging off the battlefield. In my experience.
Okay, so we will raise a banner over here.
Raise the banners high. Oh, it's the Exterminatus button. He's lucky in grid coordinates.
I was gonna say.
3 banners.
So the correct thing to do here.
Exterminatus, the Dark Angels will be remembered.
So let's go to shooting.
When all else fails, nuke the planet.
We're gonna shoot all of our swords into the guys we're engaged with.
Are they all pistols?
Yes, swords are pistols.
Sure.
Actually, no. First, we're gonna shoot at the apothecary.
Sure.
Actually, let me double check this rules. I might have to shoot at somebody else to get the full benefits here.
Primaris.
There is special stuff with the weapons here.
What? The question is if you're running mostly Primaris or Firstborn. Firstborn. And you're
Okay,
running mostly-
so
Oh, wait, no.
This is
technically
almost
it's Firstborn.
exclusively Firstborn.
No, sorry, I'm lying. It's mostly Firstborn because there are no Primaris Terminators.
and you said
currently.
everything has inner circle, right?
Yes.
So what are the 3 characters back there? That are written from there?
Apothecary, Champion, and Chaplain.
Does apothecary apply to mortal wounds?
Yes.
Okay. So let's think about the order that we do this first. How many wounds is the apothecary? You said 6?
This Apothecary, I think that's 5. It's this book.
Firstborn versus Mustard Gas. Bruh.
Because the apothecary is not infantry. I can override your inner circle rule if you're infantry, but only if they're infantry, because of attacker's prerogative.
What does that do?
Attacker's prerogatives say that if my rules conflict against your rules, my rules take precedent when shooting.
Dark Angels, what Dark Angels? The Dark Angels were never in the system. Wink, wink.
I have
5
a
wounds. Yes, 5.
I have a rule that says I always wound on 2 pluses. Only if it's infantry, though.
That's a stupid rule.
It's an assassin.
Oh, right.
It's one of the few times you can use it. Because
Yeah.
they generally try not to have contradictory.
Those were the decoy Dark Angels. These are the real Dark Angels.
So we're going to shoot. The guy that can
Battlefield
fall back and
Wilson.
shoot is going to fire at your apothecary. Blessed shots. Hit. Wounds at -4.
Haha, just a planned.
Lion helmet save.
And how does Lion summon?
It is a 6-inch aura of 4-up invulns to all Dark Angel non-vehicles.
Oh,
Within 6 inches of Azrael. And yes, he keeps that with his new Primaris size thing. He kept his hat. So 4-up.
I'm surprised he gets to keep the hat.
That is a
with the lion
negatory.
covering.
That's a 1. So.
So now it's a matter of how many. Does his thing apply to him too? He's feeling okay? It is 6 wounds.
Yay!
So the question is,
I'm glad,
Probably
Faust.
if it says characters and core, then it works. But if it just says core or Dark Angels,
That beam is now picturing Space Marines and Nomads.
If a friendly Dark Angels infantry or Dark Angels biker unit is within 6 inches of this model, each time that model would unit. A model in that unit would lose a wound. Roll 1d6 on a 6-up. The wound is not lost.
yep, you can take it.
So, you said 6?
Yep, you need to make 2 of these.
Aja! I did not. I made 0 of them.
All right.
Cool. You're dead.
Who died?
And he's the only one of those
Aw.
characters that's within 6 of that helm, correct?
Yes. The other 2, I believe, just have 4-ups naturally.
Okay.
Because he's
Well,
got,
they can't
he's got the Rosarius.
Well, they can't
and
take
he's got
inbones
the-
against my guy anyways.
So.
Because assassin. And what do those 2 do? You said they're what?
An apothecary and chaplain. The chaplain's the one that you want to kill, probably. The apothecary or the chap. He is useless outside of his being near people.
He's
Well,
not an
screw that up.
apothecary, he's an ancient, right?
Ancient. That one.
Let's shoot the chaplain.
Yep.
What's his toughness?
4,
Okay. And how many wounds does he have?
5.
Okay. So I'm going to roll to hit him. I hit. Because I'm using an Exodus rifle, let me just make sure I'm doing all of these things right here. So he ignores cover.
Sure.
He always hits on a 2 regardless of things. He ignores lookout, sir.
So wait,
Always
said-
hits on a 2 or always wounds on a 2?
you said a single non inner circle breaks it.
Yep.
Then it never had it on the other one. They were running infiltrators,
Oh.
so he broke it too.
Maybe they know something we don't.
Maybe.
In addition, an unmodified wound of 6 changes the damage characteristic to D6 if I wound on a 6. Otherwise, it is normally a D3. Okay. So it wounds because it gets a 2, and he's an infantry.
And that's always hits on a 2 or always wounds on a 2?
Both, because you're infantry.
Okay.
So he will take D3 damage.
Yep.
So 2, unless... Well, wait, what's his normal save?
3 up.
He can save on a 6.
It's an AP minus 3.
Is it a 6?
No. 5.
So he takes 2 damage.
Can I
Okay,
see the Dark
he's a
Angel
3 left.
supplement?
Okay. He's not dead, so roll... So, what do I roll here? So I roll a d6. He takes another mortal
He's
wound.
at 2. On a 4 up.
No, so he's at 2.
Alright, so he's at 2.
That would be amazing. Grim.
So what they used to do with this guy is he also used to invoke pinning tests in old editions.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I actually own one because of 7th edition. Technically now I own 2.
We'll do shots from the captain right there into the chaplain as well. So hits
From him?
into the chaplain. What's the issue?
Oh, he's the one who shot. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
But that's a 1, so he doesn't get it. But you are a character, so I can reroll that.
And that's all attacks, not just shooting.
Correct.
But that's also a 1, so.
Yep. The entire army rerolls against it if it has
Cool.
katana. Then, I'm just trying to think. Let's send the 4 shots into your Ezekiel.
Sure.
Hits 3 times. And he has inner circle, right?
Yep.
1 wound.
4 up invo. He's good.
Alright. So we're going to have to deal with that the old-fashioned way.
Keck turn.
Is lame.
I like Cactor. He just doesn't have the stats to back up his dancing.
Ten pistols going into your guys.
Hey.
They all hit.
Yep. Hitting isn't the issue. Like we don't expect you to miss.
3, 4, 5, 6 at -1.
3, 6, 2 ups. That's here, right?
Yeah.
We're good.
Alright. They're not coming out. He shot. I don't think he can shoot with the flamer because it's a blast, right? Or actually, maybe it's not. Nope, he can shoot with it. He's going to shoot into the... Oh, I screwed that up. Oh, well. His ward blade will shoot at... What's the... It's going to shoot at your character with the wings. 3 times. 2 wounds at
Is it
-1.
a heavy weapon?
Yes, it doesn't roll to hit though.
Oh, okay.
So 2 at -1.
2 at -1, put them on 3 up. That's a cock die.
Aha! 1 damage.
Yeah. Alright.
I feel no pain for you.
As real down to 5.
Alright.
Alrighty.
I think we have to do the dirty deed. Let's do some charges.
Yep.
My captain is going to charge into your winged guy.
This one?
No.
Oh, he's going back in Agile.
Yeah. Let's take him out before he does something. With an 11. How many guys do I want to try? What would the charge distance be if I wanted to engage all 3 of you guys? Back there. Your tape measure's over here.
He's good at that.
The base is 1 3/4 wide. So roughly from 7 probably to clear the building.
No, they have to go around. They're bikes. Bikes don't go through buildings.
Oh right, and fly you'd have to actually fly up and
Yep.
around.
So I have to go around the outside.
6?
I would need
Probably.
a 6.
Yeah, I give you a 6.
And what about just to get to the chaplain?
Six?
Still 6?
Like, in order to get to within an inch of him, you have to get within an inch of him. So you kind of have, like, if you're gonna charge the chaplain, you have to kind of charge both of them.
All right, I'll do it. Charging all 3.
Charging all 3.
And I'll reroll. For the last CP.
Yep.
I
Got it.
Give me 1 second. I'll
You're done.
kick you out of here for 1 second.
See, this is the thing.
I don't know. Go to the. Or the FAQ you were just looking
It's
What
what
are
you
we
guys
looking
were
for?
just reading it.
at. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out.
He would have played it differently than I did, apparently. Because.
I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that the infiltrators can gain inner circle.
You're in what? 1 squad of them?
Yeah, everything
this
else
list?
is good.
All right. So basically,
And
with this
this.
configuration, Chris, anybody can fight anybody over there.
Like, this is literally the only thing that would break it, is this. But I can't find anything that there's any way to give an infiltrator squad inner circle. Like, I was reading through all the rules, and I don't see any way to give inner circle.
Unless the infiltrator squad is a supplement detachment,
But it's not.
and it would only be 1 squad.
It was only
You're
one
in a
squad.
singular squad of them. Which seems like a really stupid thing to do.
To literally just ruin your
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
I wonder if he was playing it wrong. I can't imagine it going as far as it did and being played wrong, but
All right. So all my
it's
CP are
possible, right?
Yeah, possible.
gone. Let's have.
Makes me want to go back and look at this.
That
Needs.
squad fight first. Because that seems the most relative. How many wounds does everybody have remaining, please?
5, 5, and 2?
Is what I would guess.
It's really strange.
Ezekiel might have 6. A Terminator, Ancient and Terminator armor has
I got
5
6 for a minute.
wounds.
The chaplain definitely has 2 remaining.
Um,
Sorry.
and Ezekiel has 5. So yeah, 5, 5, and 2.
just debating how many attacks to siphon. Okay. So I've got 4 guys with 4 attacks each over there. We know we're putting 4 attacks into... You said 5 wounds on your character? And they all have invuln saves or not?
They all have 4-up invul saves.
Okay.
They all have inner circle. They all have transhuman.
Okay. So that's an important consideration to make here. So... We're going to put 2 guys into your Psyker.
That's a question that I'll ask a judge at some point.
What?
Ezekiel apparently has a 6-inch aura of +1 to the attack characteristic for Corrin characters. But it says that it is not cumulative with the bonus attack from Shock Assault. No, I guess never mind. Never mind, it's a non-question. I answered it myself.
Yeah.
So it can't be like, I gain 1 attack from Shock Assault, which you nullify for your -1 for Shadow Keepers, and then I gain an extra 1. Haha, I did it.
So
but
your
no.
chaplain. So we've got the full set.
It
We've got the
is
full
yellow.
allotment of 2 characters going into your Psyker. 2 guys going into your Psyker.
2 guys going into Ezekiel.
Yep. We have to know one more thing. Okay, they are within 6 of the cap. So they do get to reroll 1s to hit. Okay, Misericordia. Okay, so here is going into your Psyker. Is this pile. Then your chaplain. And your ancient, I think. Yes, we'll do that. Right. We'll start with your ancient.
Okay.
All hit. Wounding on 4s because of your rules. And I'll take my free reroll because it's a character. So, 4 at -3 to start with.
4 4-ups. Cool, he's dead.
Okay,
I'm just not gonna.
Alright.
so that takes care of him. Your
How
chaplain.
Many, how many assassinate is that now?
Give us 1 second until we're done with this squad, and we'll give you the totals here if you don't mind. Rerolls because of 1s. They all hit. Go to wound. They all wound on the chaplain. 4 at -3 to start with.
4-ups. Of which he's dead.
Okay. And then the ones that matter. Into the cycle. Rerolling 1s because of the aura. Now 4-ups to wound with rerolls because of character. Okay. So these all wound. These get rerolled. Okay. So 3, 6, 7 at -3.
Gross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at least failed, so he's dead.
Okay. So that who's your warlord?
Azrael.
He has to be.
So that would be 9 on assassinate.
I mean, go to roll to kill Azrael because you got a captain going into him.
You're not interrupted.
I mean, I'm not. If I interrupt, it's not going to be into that guy. So no.
I'm just asking because you have 8 CP.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I don't know that it matters, but yeah.
Can you
I didn't realize I failed so bad on
can
this
you
list.
consolidate? Actually, let me look. Can we consolidate into that?
Between my really bad plays and a couple of plays, the fact that my dice literally just failed every single save that I needed,
And the fact that this
and
list is just
this list
stopped
does not
or-
function the way that I want it to, I can't actually win this game at all from here.
That is actually probably what was the worst. Was right there.
Like that was bad. The fact that
like legitimately, if I were designing this list, those guys would have been OBSEC, and I never would have pushed out. Like, you would have had to come to me, and you never would have done anything.
I don't think anybody would have.
Yeah, like they.
Not to mention, we both still have stuff in Deep Strike.
None of my stuff can do anything.
I mean, it's turn 2, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm literally at the point where I can concede.
I know.
Because...
That's up to you two.
Let's at least play out this combat. For no other reason.
Like, I'm not going to do enough damage to you in this turn to do anything.
Into your Azrael.
Yep.
He misses. He can't reroll himself. Moving on 4s. Rerolling, thank God, because you're a character. So...
Yeah, I think you've missed a total of 3 conversions on the rerolls. With the
well, I made up for those 6 ones!
Like, yeah, like you've made up for it in full.
3 at your invo.
3 4-ups, of which I make 2.
2, so that's 2 damage.
Alright, he's down to 3. And
then Misericordia at -2.
Fails.
So 1 more.
So he's down to 2. But he's alive.
And then...
But it's also things like, I moved him this way and not that way, so I'd walk off my home to begin with.
Yeah.
Like...
But if you would have moved him this way, you would have probably been shot to hell.
I mean, that's fine. Like...
I don't think it changes the outcome.
It doesn't really change the outcome.
This is just a mess to begin with.
Yes.
It's a mess of both of our makings. Alright, so you get to fight.
Now, they'll fight. Go there. He's gonna come in there. Yeah. I think all of this has gotten bumped. But I'll put 3 guys into them and these 4 into the captain.
Okay.
But this is just 4 attacks into the captain because we don't have shock result.
Just to check, you're not putting any into the dragon.
No.
And it's going to fight next and swing at Azrael.
Okay.
I just want to make sure we're clear.
Nope, I'm aware. We're hitting on 4s. With full rerolls.
This is into the captain, right?
Yes. And 2 -2s.
Makes 1. And how much damage?
3.
3.
So he'll live on 1.
Feel no pain. He loses on 2.
Go. And 3 attacks into the shields. 4 rerolls.
Pinnacle!
2 at -2.
Into the shields?
Yep.
So they're on 3s.
It also doesn't help that this is the kind of list that Shadowkeepers preys on.
Damage?
Because it's so melee.
3, right?
Damage 3. You're good.
Nope. Let go.
My guy with the sword swings into your guy.
Okay.
Into your character guy.
Yeah.
So 7 plus D3. So 8. He does not get to convert. He's not core.
And he doesn't know karate, so it's just 3 4-ups.
Yep.
He'll do.
Which will be enough to take him out. And that will bring
That'll
us
be
to
another 4 points on assassination.
13 on
Yep.
assassination.
Yep, which caps it.
No, because the apothecary still.
Yeah, Apothecary died.
So
too.
it does take
Yeah,
us to
you're
15.
15. So you kill all 5 characters in 1 turn.
Yeah.
That's rough.
I mean, do you want to keep going?
No.
Okay. Good game.
Like, I appreciate it, but no. Yeah, with the way the list is built, I can't play the list the way that I want to play Dark Angels, which is to sit back and never let you do anything because I will outscore you in a sit back and wait game.
Can you hand me the guys on jet bike?
Alright guys, this is the end of the game. At the bottom of round 2, it is very clear that Custodes were going to get even further ahead every round, so...
Like, I can do some stuff over here, but not to an extent where I am going to be happy with the game, even if the points work out later.
Right. No, that was a huge swing back for me. For
Yeah,
sure.
the swing back, the fact that all of my dice decided to just be like, no, none of your characters get to make saves, and none of my defenses mattered because of Daktari and the fact that you.
Well, and you
Like-
made saves, but it wasn't the right saves.
Yeah.
Like
No,
you made a couple.
Daktari converted, I think, all but 3 of those shots between everybody who attacked and for your charging people,
That was
which is just
Daktari.
like, or the wasn't it the
Shadow
karate?
Shadowkeepers.
I thought it was the karate that was letting
No.
you reroll the wounds.
Shadowkeepers let you reroll wounds against every character.
Yeah. So that and the -1 to attack was enough that I'm not going to do enough to you for the rest of this game to not worry about it.
Yeah, and that's kind of
Right.
what I look for. Is I look for a big turn 2.
Yeah. So we are going to call the stream, though. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and hanging out.
We'll be painting
And
tomorrow.
we'll be back with painting tomorrow. It will probably be some Marvel United
Marvel
figures.
Chibi Marvel
Chibi
characters.
Marvel painting.
With cell
So,
shading.
Yep. I am learning cell shading, so
So next time we'll let Chris build his list, I think.
it's fine. But, yep, thank you all for being here, and we'll see you all